into the game.
So Bo, I hear a lot of you just being angry about how they're not putting enough money into the games. They're putting more money into the Super Bowl commercial, everything else. And so I want to ask you this question because I know you bought the games. You bought Legend CA. You bought Scarlet and Violet.
I did.
You bought Sword and Shield.
Games. You bought a couple of those for me.
I did buy a couple of them for you. That's the Puckle. That is the Puckle host guarantee. Maybe not for much longer, but
I've purchased Pokopia. I've purchased any.
But okay,
don't talk to me about Pocket.
So my follow up then is if you're gonna complain that they're not putting enough money in the games, are we not somewhat supporting their lack of effort by purchasing their games every single time they do it? Like. Hey, Thatch here, and welcome to the Poké Podcast. This week we talk about what brings us back to Pokemon. I get to be a little bit of a negative Nancy this time. Bo and Claude are unabashedly fans of Pokemon, and obviously as am I. But we talk a lot about that. We have a little bit of Champions chat here and there. We are streaming this Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. So be sure to check that out over at our Twitch at twitch.tv/thepoklepodcast or at our youtube.com/poklepodcast. Champions releases on Wednesday. So we're going to go ahead, check out Champions, see what it's like. Also talk about this week's topic on the stream as well. This has turned into something that's super fun lately, having a conversation that's about an hour and a half long with just the community and seeing what you guys think about what's going on in Pokemon, what our topic was. So definitely come by, hang out. And if you're listening to the show right now, make sure you drop us a like, a subscription, a comment, anything you can on whatever platform you're listening to us on. Every little bit helps us grow, and we really appreciate it when everybody does whatever they can. But with that, let's get on to the show.
And now, coming to you live from atop the Lavender Town Radio Tower, it's the one, the only, Puckle Podcast.
Puckle! Puckle! It's Puckle! Puckle! Pokemon Underground Champions League, oh yeah! Puckle! Puckle.
Welcome to another episode of the Poké Podcast. I am your host, Trainer Thatch, and today I'm joined by two wonderful co-hosts. We've got the one and only Clod9.
Hello, everyone. How are we doing today?
We're doing great. And then we've got Bocefus.
Hey, what's up, Puckle crew?
I feel like every time you enter, it feels like John Cena because we're rivals. I actually really appreciated recently. I'll say the rest of the words I'm supposed to say here in a second, but there was a recent comment on like Spotify or something with the last episode Bo was on. And they're like, Bo is cooking. And then there was another one. I forget where it was. It wasn't on Spotify. It might have been on like YouTube or something. And somebody was just like, they're just like, Bo puts Thatch in his place. And I'm like, yeah, that's his job. That's why we bring him on.
That's
That's I can't
he brought
get
me back out of retirement.
I pulled him out. I pulled him out because I'm like, I was just like, I need this. We need balance in the force.
I've known Thatch through many stages of his life.
Yeah.
And so I can dig deep.
Oh yeah. No, we can. I mean, yeah, I have a story, but
teenagers.
I essentially, yeah.
Just one time in kindergarten, you should have seen the two of them. That was wild.
I mean, yeah, I have stories, but I don't know if they're appropriate for this show. It might be like a Patreon like story time or something. But yeah. All right, so welcome to the Puckle Podcast. Puckle, of course, stands for the Pokemon Underground Champions League, a nonsensical name we came up with in 2007 and is accidentally relevant in the year 2026, or is about to be next week or this week. Yeah. And then, we talk everything Pokemon, from the trading card game to the video game to everything in between. And we talk all those goodies. I don't know. We talk everything in between. Today's like in betweenish,
Maybe
kind
art.
of, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. I'm here, so you know it's something
Design.
off topic.
Claude's here, so he's gonna make it. He's gonna put us off track. But
That's the plan. We're gonna talk about this generic thing about Pokemon. No. We're gonna go into the obscure realm of why they need to bring back Pokemon mac and cheese.
oh man, okay. Actually,
I'll eat
okay.
it.
Okay. Do they still do like Kraft mac and cheeses, by the way, that
Yes, of course
are
they do Kraft
really
mac.
cool shapes? Well, I know they do Kraft mac and cheese, but like the cool shape
The
Kraft
last
mac and
time I
cheese.
went to the store, I saw Super Mario.
Okay.
Mm.
I only bring this up because I don't know if this is a real effect or if they just do it because you're like a child and they're just like, if we put more sugar in this one, the kids are gonna want it more and we can sell more of the ads. But I feel, and this is just a personal thing for Thatch, I haven't had Kraft mac and cheese in years, by the way, but I feel like whenever I had like the ones that were fun shaped, it tasted better. Maybe it was just like
That's a true thing.
I feel like it's the surface area of the noodle. Like it's just the surface area.
It is that because a noodle can only have cheese in the one hole.
In the hole and like around it, right?
And
So
around
it's just
it,
a
right?
I want to
And
get
so
into the science behind like noodle shape versus sauce. It also now depends on your sauce.
but that's a wet, solid texture. And you're right, but the sauce is consistent. It's the Kraft mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, no, but the cheese is not consistent.
Yeah.
You get little pockets at one point that like fill up. So you get a pocket of it will be a little more cheesier in one spot. It'll be looser in the other, depending on how you're making it.
My mac and cheese is consistent. I don't know how you be making it, but my mac and cheese I got that down.
Well, there's a difference though between like a tiny elbow noodle and like
The shapes,
shell,
like the children,
and then
like
some
the
other shape.
like the
Or
cartoon
in my
characters.
personal favorite, the spirals, because the spirals get the most surface area of sauce.
Yeah, you're
I
correct.
think it's also tongue feel. Because if you
Mm,
got a shape and you get all those little crevices inside that noodle with it's just better. Pikachu tastes better than a noodle.
this is like the riveting content people are here for, by the way. They're just
I
like
hope so.
I just feel like people they're just like, what are your opinions on Pokemon flavored mac and cheese? And
Pokemon
So
flavored mac and cheese.
Yeah.
If
Not
you were-
Pokemon
if you
shaped
were
or
Not
styled.
Pokemon shaped. It's
Flavored.
Pokemon
everyone.
flavored
This
mac and cheese.
monster.
Pokemon flavored mac and cheese, Bo.
In case you
That
were
is the
curious,
Out
answer.
of pocket monster.
to get one of the like Kraft mac and cheeses from like the Diamond and Pearl era, which is the last time they did the Kraft mac and cheese, I'm seeing it
Oh,
on
man.
eBay for like $35 minimum.
No, okay, but
Who's on there?
that can't be
Piplup,
good,
Chimchar,
right? Like it's
Palkia?
Palkia
like-
Dialga, yeah.
it's
I do Palkia.
expired.
I did know about Dialga.
It's expired though.
Palkia's
Like
face got on a lot of things.
it has to be expired, like very expired.
My
I'm
dude.
not arguing that.
Noodles, those noodles are fine. You just swap it out for
You
some
can
newer
buy
cheese.
just the boxes for like $50, maybe.
I don't want that. I don't. Who wants these things?
I don't know, but why are they on eBay?
I just bring it.
Because-
This is a very weird tangent we went on,
'Cause
which is
I
very
might win the
classic
lottery
us.
one day.
You might win the
kinda want
lottery
it
one
now.
day, and you're
These
just
things
like,
are on eBay
Kraft-
for
They're
ridiculous
limited
prices.
edition. It's a collectible item.
I might.
This
win the
reminds
lottery
me.
one
This
day.
reminds me of the time you texted me one day, and you're just like, so how do you feel about going on a road trip to Texas, Thatch? So we can
How do you feel about driving to Texas to
How do
pick
you-
up a
pick up a Pokemon Snap kiosk.
kiosk machine? I've got a truck. I need a person and I need a place to put this machine. Now what's crazy is I have the place to put it.
Oh man, I'm about
I
to
don't
have
have a
more
truck
places to put it. I guess with the
Why?
new house soon. I
I think
should
I'm gonna
be
buy tattoos instead of that.
the PUCL studio will move soon, which will be nice. It gets like its own wing. The PUCL podcast at the new house.
Wow.
Well, not well. It's just because the house is too big.
That's just scientist
is-
money at work here.
That's scientist money. That big Dodge paycheck. It's more of my wife, the accountant, than anything else. But yeah, Pokemon wise, I don't have much else to talk about. I mean, I played some Leaf Green this week and some Fire Red because it's on Switch too, or it's on Switch in general, and I enjoy that. I have a good time with it.
So do I.
Mhm.
I love playing through Fire Red again.
Yeah, I don't see why not. It's a fun time. It's a fun time. Bo's like, I do it all the
Can I-
time on my phone.
I'm always playing those games. Can I tell you what I've been up to in Pokemon lately?
Yeah, you can tell me, Bo.
Can I tell you what I've been up to?
Yeah.
I've been playing Pokemon Pocket, and
Yeah,
a
why
lot
not?
of what I like to do in Pokemon Pocket is just build fun decks, play with just the weird cards, and just have fun with it. Except for lately, I've been on like I don't know, like a competitive kick in just my like
Really?
self, where I feel like I just want to be competitive in things and I want to win stuff.
I
Sure.
understand that
It's-
vibe.
Okay.
I understand
like
that.
I'm
Actually.
like just in that spot right now in
No,
myself.
I
and
understand.
so for the last few days, I've been playing Entei, Mega Charizard, and I'm running both Mega Charizard Y and Mega Charizard X, and it is so freaking fun because I just come in and just like, boom, Crimson Blaze. 250 damage. Everything you have is dead, no matter what. And
I
it's
feel
like,
the same
okay, that
way.
one doesn't work. Here's the other one. It's so good. It's just
No,
so fun. And
That's
it's
how I
Charizard,
feel playing with
like,
Belly Bolt and Magneton.
I
Let's
feel
flip a coin.
Belly-
You want to attack?
Okay.
All right. Let's see what happens. Leave it to
I-
fate.
I'm like really excited just because like Champions comes out this week, but I'm also super ready to be disappointed. I
wait, just have
What?
no expectations. It's just gonna be a Pokemon
okay, but like I really want to. Bo,
But you have expectations.
I don't have expectations. I have hopes and dreams. I have hopes and
Hopes
dreams.
and dreams that you will be very chiefed if you don't.
I don't know if I'll be upset. I'll just be disappointed. At this point, I'm just like I'm Pokemon's dad.
Those are called expectations, kids.
No. No, I have hopes and dreams.
Son, do whatever you want. Just know if you don't do these things, I will be disappointed.
Okay, well, it's on Pokemon if they don't put 6v6
Pokemon.
battles in Pokemon Champions private battles, okay?
Oh yeah, no, that's a huge failing.
No, as long as they do that, I'm super happy this week. If they do that, we're bringing back viewer battles to the stream. It's gonna be a blast. Thatch is getting back in the game, you know. I miss it.
So here's the thing: is I don't know how I feel about Champions.
Really?
I think I'm like, phasing out of like my competitive battle spirit, and I'm like, I just want to play the games and have the fun. And
So I
come
I
to my
like
side,
both.
Clod.
Well, I do both. I don't know. Like I enjoy both sides. I just haven't.
I'm not looking forward to having to either pay money to get the things I need or grind for hours to get the victory points to do
The
it.
grinding part might be real. I just don't know how real. They haven't really talked about how many points you'll earn, victory points you'll earn per match, or how many victory points things are going to cost to do. And I imagine it's also one of those things where like if they make it super ridiculous at the beginning, they're gonna like hard about face like a month into it and just be like, hey, by the way, you earn actually 5 times the victory points instead because we messed up. Because this has happened in Pokemon Go, this has happened in Pokemon TCG Live. It's happened everywhere. I mean, it's almost happened in TCG Pocket too. It's like
Kind of the opposite. Well,
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
Pocket has come and gone, but they've redone the startup systems, or I guess the solo battle systems.
Exactly.
So it's less friendly to new players, more friendly to existing players. And then also the other long game I've played is Unite. And that game has gotten so terrible. It's awful for players. The premium system, like if you buy premium, you get almost nothing compared to what you got before.
But
the game is
the
just,
difference.
I don't know.
I think the difference with Champions is they don't let you buy any of the currency at all. Like you have to play to get the currency. Like you can't buy victory points. Like you just can't buy them.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
What can you spend money on? Cosmetics?
Okay. It's really just like
You can
quality of
spend
life
money
stuff.
to get more victory points by getting more missions that give you victory points.
Yeah,
So
probably.
that's spending money to get more victory points.
You could
we
don't know that that's true either, but yeah, that might be true. There's gonna be there's a battle pass and there's obviously like a premium battle pass.
There's a starter pack.
The starter pack, all that I say all that gives you. But the starter pack gives you, I believe, the biggest thing that most people have been complaining about is it gives you an additional like 50 box slots. Because you can only store 30 Pokemon. If you're a free-to-play player, you can only store 30 Pokemon in Pokemon Champions.
I didn't know any of this. I thought I was going to be able to spend $60, get a game, and have a game that I can play.
No. This is games as a service, but we're stuck. Pokemon figured it out. Pokemon fan.
No.
You're over here like, man, good guy Pokemon, largest media corporation in the entire world.
Man, I was like, they're
isn't
giving us a
going to,
Pokemon Stadium. I could
Dude,
just
it's not even Pokemon Stadium. There's no single player.
$60.
There's no single
What do you
player.
mean it's not Battle
Mini
Revolution?
games.
There's no single player.
It's not even. Yeah, I mean, Stadium has single player mode too. They have plenty of stadiums.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Gym
Well,
Leader Castle and Stadium
think
2
there
is one
might
of the
be a-
hardest things to date.
Are we sure there's no single player of any kind?
Yes, they said that pretty clearly actually in the interviews in Japan with the developer. He's just like, no, there's no single player. We didn't do that. He's
Boo.
like, so because somebody straight up asked him, they were just like, so this is like Pokemon Stadium, and he goes, no, it's not.
So
It's Battle Sim.
He's just like, it's battles, like
It's just battles.
it's just battles. The only thing that had me like super hopeful with it was he kind of like the developer was pretty much just like, yeah, eventually I think all the Pokemon are going to be here, which is nice. I was
Right.
very hopeful for that. But yeah,
Love
I mean,
that.
at launch it's not going to have all of them, but I believe eventually all Pokemon will be in Pokemon Champions because they also have they haven't talked about a lot of things that Pokemon Champions actually has because they're trying to focus on this being like a new VGC experience. But the one thing they did talk about was that Pokemon Champions actually has like, so they have like the rank ladder, which is like your traditional VGC, and they put battle spot singles in there to like make you feel better about them still having single battles. And then there's the casual ladder, which is the exact same thing, except you don't get rank points. And then there's private rooms, which we know pretty much nothing about. But then there's also on the front menu, like a special battle competition, which is very reminiscent of like the tournaments they used to have where it was just like, oh, you can only use Pokemon that are categoried red, green, and white at Christmas time or something like that.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. That
So-
stuff is awesome.
So I'm kind of hoping that keeps happening because it's a very cool thing to do. But yeah.
I asked Mike, did they mention anything about the like how like if you wanted to like play with a team now, you can get somebody's battle code and just play with their team
So
online?
yeah, they have they don't call them rental teams anymore. There's a new name for it, but yes, those exist.
Those cost money still or no? Or like cost victory points?
No,
They
not that
do?
I'm aware of. The thing is, you're not allowed to like compete with those outside of the ranked battles and stuff.
Yeah,
Obviously.
okay, that's fine.
But no, rental teams still exist.
All right,
rental teams
that
still
was the
exist.
important thing because like if that's the case, you know,
Yeah.
I would just sit there and
I think
grab
they
rental teams all day.
yeah they've also changed enough about the way Pokemon works or at least competitive Pokemon works that I think it simplifies it to the extent that it's not as scary. Because competitive Pokemon is a very complicated game, and I think strategies like Trick Room scare people a lot, and they've kind of nerfed Trick Room in different ways that I don't want to get into here because we have a whole episode for it last week. So check
They
that out
nerfed it.
if you want to listen to it.
So
But
they're
yeah.
by getting rid of IVs. That's
Well, yeah, essentially,
easy part.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. But yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna cut us off here before it's another Pokemon Champions episode for the first half of the show, and we can go ahead and kick it on over to the news. Welcome to the news. In the news, we've got a few things to talk about. First and foremost, Pokemon they do like this annual trading card game competition thing where you can do like your own art and that gets put on a Pokemon trading card. And last year it was, or a couple years ago, they just had a certain Pokemon you should do. This year they're telling you just to make your art out of Legos, essentially, which is kind of neat.
For the cards?
For the cards, yeah.
Oh,
That's
that is
kinda
so
cool.
cool.
Yeah, it's they do have a list of Pokemon it has to be though, but it's a giant list actually.
Oh, okay.
So it is Lego Ideas Pokemon Trading Card Challenge. Build your card, create your own Pokemon TCG card inspired display, and it could become an official Lego
It's a
set.
small list of Pokemon. What are you talking about?
It's just, what do you mean a small? It's like 30 Pokemon. What are you talking about? Okay, your build must
32.
contain only one Pokemon and only from the list below. It must include a frame for the build to appear as a brick-built card. It must be an original creation, not a replica or a recreation of an existing Pokemon TCG card. The build must be a full art Pokemon card. And no fewer than 400 pieces and no more than 2,500 pieces must be used. The face of the
I'm glad that they
Pokemon
have a
must be
piece on it.
clearly visible in the upper half of the card. Minifigures are not allowed. Pokemon allowed. You're not allowed regional variants or shinies. Some of these are just regional variants anyway.
Yep.
But Alolan Executor, Arceus, Ceruledge, Chandelure, Darkrai, Dragonite, Garchomp, Gardevoir, Gengar, Giratina Origin form specifically. It can't be any of the other ones. Greninja, Gyarados, Hawlucha, Jigglypuff, Joltik, Lucario,
Greninja.
Luxray, Machamp, Meowth,
Joltik's a
Metagross,
random
Mew,
choice.
Mewtwo, Ninetales, Rowlet, Tinkaton, Torterra, Toxtricity, Tyranitar, Wailord, and Zoroark.
Wailord's another.
Is it
odd choice.
is it Ninetales or is it Alolan Ninetales?
It is just
9.
regular Ninetales.
Surprising. Okay.
And then the prizes, the grand prize selection will see their build turn into a Lego set, meaning that you're doing their job for them.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's why Greninja's on there.
yes,
They don't know how to do it. They want somebody else to do it.
somebody figure this out for us, please. But also if you do win, they'll also receive credit and compensation as described in the product ideas and terms of service for Lego, which is 1% of the total net sales of the product, which
That's actually pretty cool.
That's pretty
That's-
good.
Neat.
Wait, that's actually like a legit prize.
10 complimentary sets of their Lego Ideas set.
Nice.
Credit and a bio as the Lego Ideas fan designer in the set material. You can
Heck yeah.
entries that are selected to participate in the fan vote but are not selected for the grand prize will also receive the following Lego sets. It's pretty much all of them that already exist. Or it's Eevee, Pikachu and Pokeball, a minifigure vending machine. I don't know what that is. Lovebirds and Orange Cat. Oh, I've seen Orange Cat. I've seen Orange Cat. All right. Well, that's your Pokemon Lego news.
I don't know anything about building my own Lego creations.
Yeah, I know.
I just have
Yep.
a bunch of Legos.
Mhm.
So
The
I don't
people
know.
that design
Lego
sets
I feel
are
inspired.
the people that design Lego sets are a different breed, man. They're a different
They
breed.
have brains that just function on levels that I don't like. They can see layers. They can see inside of the onion.
I
can't.
feel like it's just that part of my brain that like thinks about competitive Pokemon is the part that should be thinking about Legos, and it doesn't want
that's
to
fair.
Yeah.
because Legos are more
Some people-
expensive.
Some people have like
Uh,
World War II facts in there. Some people have like
Yeah,
I don't know.
Orca
other
trivia,
things.
yeah, stuff
Orca
like that.
trivia. Yeah.
Yeah.
Musical
Onyx-
theater.
Onyx went back to his pod. Sad.
Oh no.
Sad. But additionally, because Pokemon Champions has come out, they finally announced, I guess. Wait, is this news that I'm supposed to cover? One sec. It might be a Clod news.
Yes.
It might be Clod news. Oh, yep,
What?
there it is. No, I clicked the wrong button for myself. My apologies.
It's blue on your screen.
No, I didn't. Yeah, Pokemon Home updated this week on April 2nd. It updated. It did not include Fire Red Leaf Green compatibility to everybody's chagrin, even though they never announced that would be a thing that was put into this update. It turns out that now if you transfer either a Chestnut, Delphox, Greninja, and or Eternal Flower Floette you befriended from Pokemon Legends EA to Pokemon Home and have them visit Pokemon Champions, you'll receive the Mega Stones. I believe there's also like another gift as well. I think you can get, well, I guess you can finally get like the Magearna to the Pokeball colored Magearna to go to Pokemon Legends EA now and Mega Evolve. So that's neat.
Yes.
That's neat. Is that all? Was that all the news that was actually there? Oh yeah, you do get Mega Stones
that's
though
it.
when Champions comes out when you do it though. I should sit down and transfer and update everything. I haven't done that yet.
I have to eventually
No.
do that as well. All right. Video game news.
Video
Rules
game.
updates for VGC will now require
Yeah.
locals to have Wi-Fi.
Isn't that
Because
wild?
Obviously, switches were never connecting directly to phones on land for battles.
I know.
Hmm.
Everybody was so surprised by this. I was like, did you not see this coming when they were just like, man, we're going to have mobile. How do they connect Pokemon Go accounts at regionals and stuff, right? Like, I don't know. I feel like these are the same people complaining about this are also the same breed of people who might be complaining that like Pokemon TCG Pocket isn't at regionals or at Worlds or something like that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And it's just like, yeah, we should obviously have Pokemon, whatever, like we should have Wi-Fi there. And the thing is, the argument I saw, and I think it's just like deflated a lot of people, was that locals are just not going to want to run Pokemon VGC then because their Wi-Fi usually sucks. It's not like they wanted to run it anyway to begin with, to be fair, and they're going to look for any excuse because I'll be honest with you, a Pokemon VGC player isn't buying anything at your LGS. Like they're not buying cards. They're not buying, like anything of value. They're just going to go in and play Pokemon and leave.
And I might buy a soda.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
a soda,
Cheeto.
maybe a sody pop. No, honestly, my Thatch's hot take on how they should have handled, how this should have been handled is, well, I don't think Pokemon's fault. This is Pokemon's fault in any way. I think this is GameStop really ruining their own business model. And years ago, GameStop should have become like an LGS for with things like Pokemon League and like Magic League, and well, it's not Magic League, but with Magic and with Pokemon, they should have really become the spot for that, so that you could also play VGC at GameStop, because that's the one place where if you brought in VGC players, they might actually play video games. Granted, and we'll probably talk about this a little bit more at some point, but I also still hold the opinion that a lot of Pokemon players don't play anything that's not Pokemon. But maybe they'd come in and buy Pokopia or something if they were playing VGC at GameStop, and it could have saved their failing stores.
Merch.
Yeah, or merch. Yeah,
Plushies,
they would have bought
t-shirts,
plushies. Absolutely, absolutely.
Figurines. That's what if I go to GameStop anymore, that's what I'm getting. Usually.
Is GameStop
something
okay? I heard
find.
GameStop is doing like real bad though.
I would
yeah,
assume
I mean,
so.
have you been?
I think
under
they're
a
like-
rock?
I think they're, like,
Because if
really
you've been under a
underwater.
rock, that's how they were doing last time.
I think
Last
they're
time I
like
went to a GameStop was when the Switch 2 was released, and that's when I bought it.
I thought GameStop just was really falling down because like I've seen a lot of them close around me recently. But
Yeah.
okay, I digress. I don't want to go on the whole GameStop doomsday thing. Go ahead, Claude. Claude, you there? Did I reboot? What happened?
I hear you.
Oh, where's Claude?
Oh, you're back. Hi.
Oh, it was Claude's internet that failed.
No,
Claude.
I was
No,
hearing
'cause
Bo this
Bo
entire
heard
time.
me.
You're the one that's
Bo heard
pointing it
me.
out.
But yeah,
You still got one more thing to read.
yeah, you got one more
No, I
thing to
do.
read.
Yes. I'm just waiting for Thatch to come back because it's not
I'm here.
syncing up. with the
Oh,
screen.
there, yeah.
I'm here.
All right.
I hear
Maybe
you.
that was my internet. That was probably my internet. Sometimes my Wi-Fi, like my Ethernet goes down and it connects to Wi-Fi for a quick second, then comes right back, and I'm like, this is odd. It's been happening a lot lately, and I really don't like it. I don't know how to fix it. But
That's fine. Well, go ahead. Read it for us.
all right. And the
Claude.
last thing I have is Pokemon Unite. Articuno comes to Unite this week.
Yay. You can
Yay,
play as
Articuno.
Articuno.
It's gonna be a defender.
All right. Well,
Right. Yeah.
From
Are you-
foe
Big
to
surprise.
to guy.
the guy that you also play with sometimes.
That's
Okay.
also probably a foe most of the time.
Probably.
Pokemon Go community for
Yay.
Tinkaton is this Saturday.
Oh, it's Tinka
I'm sure it's
Tink,
for
but you can.
Tink.
It's for Tinka Tink.
For Tinka Tink.
Tinka Tink. But you can
It's
get a
the-
Tinkaton probably
that's the
because there'll be a
Tinky.
lot of Tinka Tinks for you to evolve into a Tinkaton.
Yars.
Yars.
In the TCG, the Abyss Eye set looks to be released in the West in July.
Yeah.
The Abyss Eye is
It's going to be Mega Darkrai. It's
sweet
Mega
name.
Darkrai.
that is
Okay, but is
awesome.
that? Oh, it is English. Wait, is it the English name? Is that the English name,
There's
or is
something
it?
else. I
Oh,
found
probably
another
not.
news that could be
You didn't.
here.
You didn't. I didn't have it on my sheet, Claude.
We get
yeah.
things like Emerald Storm.
Well, that was Japan, right? They got Emerald Storm, or did we get Emerald Storm?
The anniversary set is looking
did.
at a September release. Who knows what this will mean
Yep.
for our
Oh,
Emerald
September
Storm set
16th.
release?
They have announced September 16th is going to be the 30th set.
Yay!
It's supposed to have 6 cards, all foil, in each set.
Well,
That's cool. I can't wait to not buy it. Or never find product ever in the stores.
no.
I'm sure that my local game store will hold stuff aside for us if we want it. I just need to know what the MSRP pricing of it is before
Yeah.
I do anything.
That's the problem. I don't know. I look forward to never being able to see it. Though I did see a lot of Perfect Order in stores recently, which was kind of nuts.
Yeah, because people don't like the set. Besides, competitive players,
like
there's
actual fun people.
Yeah.
All right, following up on some Puckle things. First and foremost, Puckle's Badge Bonanza is this month, like it is every month, but this month it is Pokemon TCG Live. Rotation just happened, and they offer a variety of reasonable decks for new players. We also have a video going over the starter decks that you guys can go check out on their Discord server so that you can learn what deck you might want to play if you haven't played in a while or you wanted to get into it. And then there is no weekly VGC tournament. Well, no, there is this one this week. Yeah, there is a weekly VGC tournament happening on Saturday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. You can check it out on our Discord at puclediscord.com, where you can hang out and battle it out. Probably on Champions. I don't know if we've decided yet. It will probably be up to like the 4 regular players to decide. But yeah. And then finally, everybody's favorite part of the show. Oh, wait, before that as well, I wanted to make a mention for the merch drop that's happening. We're going to have cool Puckle merch. If you're on the video podcast, you can see like the hoodie I'm wearing, which isn't the actual hoodie that will be sold because it turned out I didn't like this one as like a product, but I have it, so I wear it. But we have a different Puckle hoodie to be sold that you can go purchase. Starting on April 29th, we are going to release it at 8 p.m. Eastern over on stream. That's a Wednesday evening. You can come hang out. We're going to launch it live, and then we're going to have that and a few other designs that we've been talking about on stream every week. You can come over on stream, check out the designs beforehand, and get ready because it'll launch on May 29th, and I believe it ends on the evening of May 18th. So you can go ahead and get some Puckle merch, maybe, if you want it. And then next week, we'll have the website for you guys to go and click on so you can go and look at things. But unfortunately, it won't be available until the actual drop. And then finally, Wo-Chien's News Corner. News brought to you at a snail's pace, which is faster than most Alolan Pokemon. Don't let Ribombee fool you. 10 years ago this week, they announced the Hidden Ability Legendary Birds would finally be released in May via the Trainer Club. So yeah, you can get for the legend. I think the legendary birds actually have decent hidden abilities.
What was that, Gen 6?
Yeah, that would have been Gen 6 because this is 2016.
Because Sun and Moon was
17.
Well, that was summer 2016, wasn't it?
No, Sun and Moon was 2017. Sun and Moon was 2017. Well, yeah.
I thought it came out the same year as Pokemon Go.
It did. Which was no.
Which was 2016.
Oh, that was 2016. Never mind. You're right, Bo. I'm wrong. That's just wrong.
Whoa.
2015 was the year without a Pokemon game. My bad. I got that mixed up.
Yeah, I know that because that was
what a rough time
before that.
Yeah. Snowcloak Articuno. What a terrible one. Static Zapdos. Maybe okay. Flame Body Moltres. Maybe okay. And then the Galarian forms came out and they were just all better. So.
I don't know. Zapdos. Still king.
Zapdos still king. But yeah. Okay. Well, with that has been our news. We're going to go ahead and kick it on over now, guys, to our topic. Welcome to our topic. Our topic today is why do we keep coming back to Pokemon? Why do we keep coming? And I think this is a fair question nowadays. We keep coming back because if you are on the internet and I hope you're not terminally online, but if you're on the internet and you watch a lot of discourse, people always complain about Pokemon not doing enough. I feel like this is also happening very recently with like Pokemon Champions. People are upset saying Pokemon Champions isn't doing XYZ, and then Game Freak's lazy or something. I don't know. Game Freak's lazy is just like always there. And I don't know if that's actually. We can have that discussion here in a second, but yeah, maybe.
Lazy for the money.
Money though, the monies. I don't know. Under budgeted though, they absolutely are. Under budgeted they be. But yeah, no, I think the question of like whether or not Pokemon is a good game is like an interesting discussion to start off on. And I definitely have like our little journey planned out. But I want to see what bumps we hit along the way. But I mean, I don't know. So Pokemon succeeds no matter what. It's like one of those things that's just too big to fail. For a number of reasons. in terms of brand recognition. There was a really interesting video that came out of Kit and Krista, the former like Nintendo people who have their own podcast now. And they had a very interesting take because they were paying attention to how Nintendo controls the news cycle. Like they just control their own news cycle. Like if you look at the past week, Nintendo talked about like Fox McCloud being in the Super Mario Galaxy movie. They talked about Pokopia, and then they had something else that came out. And they're very good at always being in the zeitgeist. And I think Pokemon does that very well on top of that. But
they know what they're doing.
I assume you
They know
guys
what
have
they're doing.
opinions on this, but so I'll let you guys talk. I don't want to keep bogarting the soundboard.
Oh, I mean, that wasn't my original thought with the topic, I guess.
Yeah.
But
Well, we're gonna go. We're gonna talk about the thing that you think it is. This is just a lead in.
So the core, I mean, because right, a Pokemon at its core is monster collecting,
yes,
growth,
Mhm.
and battling, of course, and then RPG, just exploration and all of that, leveling up and all that great stuff.
yeah.
It's repetitive.
Yeah,
Is it-
but I don't know. I don't know if repetitive's bad. I feel like saying
don't-
repetitive does not mean it's bad though, right?
So, people listen to the same genre of music their entire lives, for 60, 70, 80 years. And that doesn't mean they don't listen to other genres of music, but their favorite genre of music is probably the same throughout their life. And I mean, I think the same is true to things like Pokemon is that franchise that's huge. And there are similar things that are as big, I would say, things like Disney and Star Wars that, can rival not only the fan base, but also like just the amount of content that there is, and like solid between cards, video games, TV shows, movies, just merch, the stuff you're wearing, the stuff that's in your house, and it just like it's completely taken over my life. It has for a very long time. I was showing you guys my paintings that I have commissioned. I have tattoos
cool.
on my body.
Those are cool.
Yeah, I have a little cross-stitch Jigglypuff that's hanging up behind me that my friend made. Like, it's in my entire life, and very few things, like some sports franchises might compete, to certain people, like the level of what it is. But, it's because it got me when I was a kid and it never let go. And I feel like that's where people, you talk to a diehard, I'm from Midwest, a diehard Chiefs fan, right? If you love Patrick Mahomes, and they might have, Chiefs tattoos, and they got all kinds of stuff, flags in their house, their Chiefs teddy bear from Build-A-Bear, and all that jazz. And like, it's because it got them when they were a kid and they're in love with it.
Well, I think Bocefus brought up a lot of good things about why we keep coming back. I know when I think about it for myself personally, like I'll go play something else for a little bit, or I'll go off and do a show and I can't play as much, and then I'll come back and I'll be like, oh, I really want to play some Pokemon. And I think that comes to Pokemon just having something in everywhere. Like there are different ways to play.
I just want to ask you one question. Like,
Sure, yeah.
I'm not sure. There's no issues or anything. I'm just asking. I wanted to ask if, like, when you go back to play Pokemon games, right? Are you like, oh man, I want to play, Pokemon Emerald, or are you gonna go, oh hey, I really want to play Pokemon Sword and Shield? I don't think anybody's ever said that last sentence, but, like,
It usually,
is it the retro games, or is it like the newer
it's
stuff?
usually more retro based, or
Yeah.
it'll be something where it's like, oh, I've heard of this cool way to play this Pokemon game again that makes it more fresh and alive, or Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green. We're back on the we're on the
Yeah, I think that's like
released, and I'll go back. Oh, let me go back and play some more of that, and like I'll do it in like spurts this time versus when I first got the game, it would be we're going to spend 80 hours in a week playing nothing but this game and having the time of our lives. But like, there's so much. Like, I can decide, oh, you know what? I want to play the trading card game. I can go play the trading card game. I want to go play Unite. I can play Unite. There's so many different ways you can play Pokemon that it fits whatever niche I want. and it will only get better
Yeah.
once, you know, that Pokemon Unite that they have, and I think it was in China, that had the auto chest comes to life.
Yes. Give
That's
me
all I
that.
want.
That's
and that
never
will-
happening.
Oh.
That's just never happening. It's gonna be like
Give it-
Pokemon Quest, where we never get the updates. Okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
but like that's the one thing I'm like, dang, that's really
Give-
cool, and I want it, and someone
Yeah.
else has it, and I
Oh,
like
man.
that's solving an
Like
itch
it's
I don't
right
have.
there.
Yeah.
Like we could have it.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's one of the
No,
few
I-
things,
I-
like if that comes out, that brings me back to Unite. I grind nothing but that. We reach the top of the ranked ladder, and
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'll join.
So there was I want to like tap it because both of your answers I'm gonna I feel bad because I haven't been the guy that's been like really negative Nancy to people in a very long time on this show.
oh no, and we're bringing you back. Right here.
you guys have broken me. Bo's here. That's what happened.
Yar.
Okay. So you both of you gave the answer that I don't think is a good answer. But is definitely what Pokemon has been kind of riding on. And I mean, they get me with it too, guys. They get me with it. I've said for the past 5 years on this show, as Bo can attest, give me every Game Boy game on Virtual Console or on another cartridge and I'll buy it. And I did with, I actually did that with Fire Red and Leaf Green. I bought them right away, day one. I purchased $400 worth of video game that I already owned on the Nintendo Switch.
Put his science money where his science mouth is.
See, and here's my hot take. I thought redoing Fire Red and Leaf Green, not even redoing it, just putting it
Yeah.
out there, that was better than the entire DLC for
Well,
Legend CA.
So they actually did. They
Don't
did
start me on that DLC.
that DLC was poorly
bogus.
designed. That was
It
poorly.
was awful. I still haven't finished it because I have no reason to finish it.
So somebody on our
It
Discord
was a
server.
stale, rotten, degrading cherry on top of a very fine cupcake. Like it was like, here's your cupcake. You're like, this is great. This is awesome. I love this. And it's like, and now we're just going to put rabbit turds on it. It's like, thanks.
The
They could've
base
just left
game
the game.
was perfect as
Was
it is. I'm
so
like, this
good.
is wonderful. I had so much fun going through and doing all that, and then DLC comes out, and I'm like, this is a load of hot garbage.
It's not fun. It took all the fun parts of the game. We're like, what if we took all the fun parts of the game and then made them not fun to play?
No, it's what if we put it behind a really bad system where you have to guess and like use your resources to guess at something that may or may not work.
That's the biggest problem was that like it's very difficult to catch certain Pokemon. It's very hard to complete the decks with the DLC in that game. With the DLC in Pokemon Legends EA, it is very difficult to finish the decks because you don't know what you're going to see, when you're going to see it, and there's no real control over it either, which is very
Exactly.
frustrating. It is almost akin. I've been playing Fire Red and Leaf Green again, obviously, because it re-released, and now that I'm not playing Pokopia all the time, I'm back to Fire Red and Leaf Green, and I'm trying to do a thing where I want to build a living dex, right? And I was like, man, you know what's cooler than anything else though is like if I catch all of the Pokemon in the Safari Zone, they can be caught in the Safari Zone so that they have the Safari balls when they get transferred over. Like I really want that. And man, what a terrible game design system, actually though. Like,
well, do you know the secret to catching every Pokemon in the Safari Zone?
what is the secret? Other than there's a certain pattern of baiting, and there's a certain pattern, but it's still not fun. You still have to.
Oh no, but it's the best way. The odds to catch
just
it.
because it's the best doesn't mean it's good. Like
it's better than
doesn't mean
let
it's
me
good.
combine these 6 rare berries that I found only one of, and what do you know? It doesn't do it. So now I don't have enough time to catch other things.
I don't disagree with you that it just feels very samey to some extent. Not exactly the same, but samey. I mean, I like Pokemon.
Obviously,
I'm on a podcast. No, they
don't sound like it.
I just there was also this study that's been circulating on the internet that I wanted to talk about for like 2 seconds because I want to be an advocate with my science money, Bo. But I want to be an advocate as a scientist that people actually read articles because it was making the rounds again. This study was from like 2019. It was from Stanford, I think. They did a thing where they took a bunch of people who had a huge history of playing Pokemon. So they got Bo and a few other people that Bo knew. And they did a psychological study, and it was an interesting read, but they did a study and they found that there's like a particular cortex of the brain that you get shown Pokemon to. If you get shown a Pokemon, that lights up that specific area of the brain if you had played Pokemon as a child. And specifically in this article, they also bring up Gen 1 Pokemon because I think they found a bunch of millennials in 2019 that had played Pokemon as children, and those were the ones that they really remember. So it actually like lights up the Pokemon. It lights up certain parts of the brain. I would like to let everybody know, if you actually go read the article in, I believe this is in Nature. It's in Nature Human Behavior. Yeah, what a great journal, actually. But if you go read the actual article, it does say at the end, this is not just like a Pokemon exclusive thing. I want people to know that. Go read the articles and go read just the conclusion sections. You don't even need to read anything else. Just the conclusion section. It's like 2 paragraphs that every scientist puts at the end. And it'll be like, yeah, this is really cool. It happens with Pokemon, and it probably happens with like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Gen X. And just to take that away. But this is a thing like where like nostalgia just really grabs us. And I think not to like be a negative Nancy with the way you guys talked, but like I think that's true. I do think that right now, like you just said, the DLC for Pokemon Legends EA was pretty bad.
Yes, and well, like you have to think like there's so much going on. Like they just had rotation in the TCG, so it's a brand new format right now. It's really, really exciting to go and be able to play. Like I like being able to like take a couple of days in prep before I go out to League, and I get to try things out for the first time. And I went last time, and people were like, "What garbage are you playing tonight?" And I'm like, "Well, here I am with my 4 Lilies Clefairies and my 4 Ogre Pawns, and we're just gonna sit here and have a silly little time." And they're like, "Why are you doing this?" And I'm like, "Oh, because I think it beats all the top meta things right now, and because I'm dumb and I think it's silly."
So I guess my follow on from that, and you've kind of answered it probably a little bit, Claude, and this is a question for Bo too, is there what have you enjoyed in coming out of Pokemon in like the past 6 years, right? Has there been anything that you've enjoyed, like anything out of Pokemon? It doesn't have to be a video game. It could be the trading card game. I know you've been playing a lot of that, right, Claude? But that's just I've just been wondering if there's something out of like the past 6 years of Pokemon that you're just like, wow, this was a banger. This was great.
Legends Arceus.
Okay, that's a good answer.
Big time banger.
Like I think the Legends games were a
Pokopia.
really big one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What would you say about like Scarlet and Violet, or I mean Sword and Shield I think was disappointing, but I think it's also stained a little bit by the zeitgeist. But
I like Scarlet and Violet despite all the like the issues that people had with it. Like I liked how there were other things you could do in Scarlet and Violet than Scarlet and Violet.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes any sense at all.
There were like, side missions. There was I could go do something else and not play the game.
The side quest aspect of some games more than like the actual main quest.
100%.
But I think the thing I had the most fun with was being able to have all like me and a couple of my friends. We would all just hop into the same world, get on our bikes.
Mm-hmm.
One person would go hide, and we would all chase them down.
Yeah,
and that was one of my favorite things we did at like the start of Scarlet and Violet, is we would just run all over the map and try and find each other, because it was a silly little thing, and it took up so much time because we were just sitting there chatting, and it just gave us something to do.
Sure.
I think being able to create your own games within another game adds a really fun aspect to it, and I think that's why Pokopia is getting a lot of hype and is doing really, really well. I know it's not a game that I personally enjoy, but I love how they've leaned into it heavily with that. I think it's only going to become a better game because of it.
Yeah, it kind of answered my own questions now, but because I have opinions. But my answer to a lot of this is I think modern Pokemon's okay. I think it's doing okay. I think obviously they've realized the issues. That is why they made a response even to like the backlash for the performance of Scarlet and Violet. And
Pokemon Concierge, great thing they brought out.
Ooh, yeah.
And I'm gonna go as far to say the new anime they've brought out is incredible. I think it is so much better than a lot of the Ash storyline.
Oh, Ash got really stale. Ash got really stale at the end. I would say I don't know.
Like
They should
you
have ended
take
the Ash
from,
anime
like,
much earlier. They should have
Gen
ended it.
3 to Gen 6 was pretty bad.
So, have either of you watched Star Wars Clone Wars at all?
Yes.
Are you familiar with the character Ahsoka?
Yes.
Okay, so Dave Filoni created this character Ahsoka
Yes.
originally intentionally to be bad and annoying so the fan base would not like her. And later she grows and we watch her growth throughout to where she becomes a strong character, and we see her become from annoying and like always be in these terrible situations and making terrible choices to becoming like a confident and successful leader. And I think that's exactly what we see happen to Liko in that is
Yes.
like
Yes.
she's so annoying and so unsure of herself and doubts everything.
Liko and Roy.
Well, and Roy's the opposite end. He's like so headstrong and like overconfident, and he doesn't have an idea.
After the 1 year time jump they give us between seasons, and he's suddenly like much more calm. And after they introduce a new bratty character.
Mm-hmm. Right. And they had to introduce somebody more bratty than him to be that person. But I love that. Like, these characters have obviously grown, and like not just off screen in that year gap, but like from beginning of season 1
Correct.
of Liko and Roy to the end of that the second arc, I guess, of season 2 or whatever. Like, there's such a difference in their characters. Like I'm like crying for Liko's success, and I did 2-3 months ago. I hated this character. Like, I didn't want anything to do with her, and now I'm like, oh, I love Liko, and I
you
think
hit
she's
the
an
nail
awesome
on the
character.
head right there. Like,
Yeah.
they have gone from this is a Pokemon episode where it's introduce a new Pokemon, talk about the new Pokemon. Here's the Pokédex for this Pokemon. Team Rocket shows up. Gotta stop Team Rocket. They're gone, and that's it.
They made it an anime. That's what they did.
Yes,
they made it
they
an
turned
anime.
it into a real
Right.
story.
Instead of
They made an anime.
Pokemonster of the week.
You're pretty much like, I don't know. Trying to compare the two. They're two very different products that they didn't want to have running at the same time, in my opinion. Because, I think the new anime was very much a product that they're just like, we can evolve and be actually current versus what the anime was in with Ash. I mean, because we can talk about all you want, but like I'm mostly nostalgia for just like the first 5 seasons, and then after that they can just be done, right? And I don't know. That's kind of where I'm at, but I kind of want to circle back to answer my own question about like why I also come back to Pokemon. But,
sorry, I remembered something mid thing, and I was like, let me interrupt Thatch in this new format, so that way he can't talk and I can.
Yes.
But the reason I keep coming back is probably a little bit more. It's a little bit more than nostalgia. I think I think part of it is I like the social aspect that Pokemon brings, and you were kind of hitting on that earlier, Claude. I think that a lot of it takes. And it's definitely enhanced for us as well in the Puckle community and being able to have that interaction. But every time there's a game, just being able to interact, because Pokemon forces you to do that, unlike other games. Like, you could not in the year 2026 come out with 2 versions of the same game and get away with it. Pokemon is the only franchise that can do it, and that's because they're stuck on it, right? Like, that's their thing. Pokemon's going to sell me the same game twice. It's fine. I'm over it. I got over it in 1998. And that's just the way it is, but it forces you to interact with people. Like, I'm gonna have to trade with Bo when he gets Pokemon wins and I get Pokemon waves. It's just a really weird thing that they do, and I don't know. I really like the socialization aspect. Obviously, that's why we're talking, and I think that's probably the bigger thing for me. That even if like Pokemon games aren't great, I think they also have that promise. And honestly, overall, I'm very hopeful, even after Pokemon got upset, or Pokemon got like, they gave an apology for the performance of Scarlet and Violet, right? In early, like, or in late 2022 or 2023, early 2023. They gave an apology. They're like, we know it's bad. We're going to fix it. We promise. And then they did. It is fixed. The Switch 2 version is a completely different game. It upsets me that how different it is. But
I haven't played it. I need to.
Man, if you like, I couldn't believe it. Well, like, it was night and day. playing it on the Switch 2 versus Switch 1, but which is terrible to say, by the way, because it should have worked the first time. But
Yes.
yeah,
But I think I'm hopeful that because they took an extra year with Winds and Waves.
well, 2 years actually. 2 years.
After 2 years, Wind and Waves, it'll be
Yeah.
better.
Yeah, it should be better. I imagine this is part of their strategy, and it's kind of how Pokemon Champions also rolls into it as well. Because one of the reasons, I won't say the reason, but one of the reasons that they had to have their quick turn cycle was because they needed to have new VGC format for competitive, because it turns out Pokemon Worlds is like a really big marketing thing for them to be able to say. And if the format's really stale, which it always gets stale at the end of year 3 because they go to GS Cup nonsense and nobody cares about watching two Miraidon on the field fight each other. The player numbers drop statistically like every 3 years if you watch the patterns. But now they can get away from that, and they can just go, hey, we have this new format. This is what we decided the format is this year. And it's not tied to a specific game. It's not tied to a specific mechanic necessarily. They can bring back old mechanics, bring in new mechanics. It's very clear they're going to bring back Z moves at some point, which I'm super excited to see Z moves again for no reason. Like, that sounds awesome. But I think they're in a place where they can actually do it. I don't think they were ever like holding themselves back or anything particularly. I do think Pokemon plays it relatively safe because they have a formula that works most of the time outside of the Legends games now, where they've kind of like breathe. But I do think they like it's a giant ship. Like you can't do a course correction very quickly either. So that's why you've got 5 years.
And breathing room, honestly, between these games has been nice. Like
For us,
for us as a fan, that's what I'm saying.
For
It's
us,
like a game that comes out every year is just like, oh my gosh, you're
man,
going through.
Okay.
I don't really get to enjoy the new games as they are. And
Okay.
then I'm already playing the next newest one.
I feel.
And then even if there is like
gonna
like
ruin your
Ultra
life,
Sun and
Bo.
Ultra Moon for me was
What a terrible game.
Like,
What a terrible game, by the way. Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. Well, I remember seeing
that was
that.
the first time I felt betrayed. Like the first time as a Pokemon fan, I was betrayed by the company because that game looked like a different game in all those commercials and ads.
It was.
I played it, and it's the exact same game up until like the last 45 minutes.
It was literally a DLC. It was literally DLC.
It
was literally DLC.
They should have just released Ultra Sun and Moon and not
that
original.
To be fair, I think Sun and Moon had a better story. But
they should have skipped Sun and Moon. They should have given us Pokemon
Stars or whatever. Yeah.
No, Pokemon
X,
Z,
Y,
the
and then
biggest
Z, and give us the actual Z version, and then we can still go to ZA. Because that'd be sick, but after that, and then just do Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon is that next release.
No, this is where they go back. They give us Pokemon Coliseum
And then skip Sword and
XD.
Shield.
Stop. Those are terrible games. Pokemon XD.
Wonderful, wonderful games.
They're terrible games.
Then we get
They're great.
so
They're
then
terrible.
2017 we get Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, but instead it's just Sun and Moon. It's Gen 7. They delayed. They didn't have to do Gen 7 for the anniversary. They put out Sun and Moon 2 years later. Then we get the Stars version, right? Okay, instead. And then we just skip Sword and Shield altogether, go right to Scarlet and Violet. Like, timeline. We just put all
Words
those
nobody has
Pokemon-
said. I want to play Sword and Shield again, please. No, people have said that, I'm sure.
I do love
enjoyed
Galar, and I enjoyed Sword and
the
Shield.
first time. And I really enjoyed the DLCs.
The DLCs were very good. The thing that I was kind of disappointed by in Scarlet and Violet was I felt like they didn't take enough from the DLCs of Sword and Shield. Like I thought Crown Tundra and Isle of Armor were done so well. Like that
I thought those were better than the two for Scarlet and Violet by far.
Yeah, well, Scarlet and Violet tried to make DLCs that were very Scarlet and Violet, which I just don't think works as a DLC, if that makes sense. I don't know. It was very weird because they tried to like Scarlet and Violet was very good in like their story moments and how they did an RPG. I thought that was the best version of Pokemon RPGing that they've ever done in terms of a story. But I thought they did like a very, very bad job with the DLC and being like, we're also going to do story mode over here. And the story also was not very good because they force you to lie to somebody at one point.
Yeah.
It's just like, I'm like, okay, come on. Not everybody's a liar and gonna like make this kid go into a depression. It's literally like if you're like had somebody you were hiding stuff from and you're just like, well, I mean, that was literally the scenario, but I don't know if like I didn't invite Bo to my house because I didn't like Bo for some reason, which is very untrue, but if I didn't invite Bo to my house and then I looked at Bo to his face and I was like, yeah, Bo, I was just busy and we couldn't hang out, you know, even though Claude was over. I mean, what an insane thing to do.
Busy.
I wasn't busy.
Yeah.
So okay. I kind of remember
just
that.
to go
Not-
back
not
full
much.
circle, and this is just something I've just realized is that
Better
as
invite
I've
you.
gotten older, I've gotten more joy out of collecting and finishing the Pokedexes more than I
Yeah.
have with like, oh, let me train up these Pokemon to fight.
Sure.
It's become more about the collection thing, and that brings more into the community because it's, oh, you can't finish the game on your own. You have to reach out to other people to trade for certain things. And
I mean, battling gives you the same social interaction anyway, but I think
it's similar
think-
but different.
I
I like
think
the
it
idea of
speaks
helping
towards-
other people at the same time versus we're both gonna fight. One will win, one will lose.
I think it speaks towards personal growth, Claude. Because I feel the same way. Because
I started out as Liko, and now I'm still
I'm gonna be
older
even
Liko.
worse.
Well, I think as a youth, I was also more like, hey, I want to fight. I want to be the best. Also, like, I can kind of do this on my own. Like, I sometimes have to work with other people, but I can do my own thing. I can use my own Pokemon.
We're
I can
all
use my own
very
strategies.
Ash coded, and
So
now
much.
that Ash
And like,
won,
I wanted to
and
be the
he's-
best.
He's finished his arc. We're on to the exploration arc. The
I
next
and-
anime.
I
And
don't
now
know that.
I'm
not saying that
I'm saying
one's
I'd
better
rather
than
just
the
be one of
other.
the guys.
You can
I'm not saying
enjoy,
one's better than the other. I'm just saying this is the growth that's happened.
you can
I just
enjoy
also know in
Pokemon
my
however
life
you
that-
want. Just be nice about it.
I think the idea of being rich and famous in my life also is not appealing anymore.
It's
like,
not
as a young
appealing.
person, I was like, yes, I would love to be a rock star. Or I'd love to be
I know,
a pro
right?
athlete or something.
I know.
And that'd be
Rich,
so cool.
yes.
And now I'm like,
famous, no.
ooh, that sounds yes. But I'm like, I don't want any of that anymore. I don't want to be known for anything. I want to relax and do my own thing and do collections. Yeah, I want to collect my things. And like Pokemon is so perfect for that. And I'm with you.
This
Claude,
is
'cause
where
I
you
also
see
was
us
a
in
lot more
like
fighting in my
5 years
youth
on an episode of Hoarders.
I think I'm going to save it for Poké Opinion. We had a thing that we were talking about a little bit at the beginning, but I don't think it segues really nicely into what we're doing now. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm not going to like Pokemon. I'm not saying that nostalgia is a bad thing necessarily. I just think it's a different thing. And I like being somewhat aware of that. Because I don't know. It's not that I'm going to defend Pokemon for making something that might be a poor performing game or something like that. But I will tell people that there are things I enjoy about that game, even if it was poorly performing. Also,
Of course.
it's a Nintendo game, so like nobody's there for like the graphics. It's fine. Like I don't need to see like the threads on Mario's overalls, right? On a Nintendo game.
But I need to see my Oddish's leaves, moving in the wind.
I mean, that would be cool. To be fair, when you're in a franchise
big
with like
ask.
over 1,000 creatures, I don't expect a lot from the models or anything, right?
No, I expect everything. models.
With you, Claude. You take some responsibility in the franchise and in the creatures that you made.
Exactly.
And if you have the wherewithal to make 1,000 creatures for the money, for the taxes, then you better
Okay.
take care of them.
Man,
you
I'm
have a
gonna.
responsibility to me and to them. And so I want a new animation every game for every Pokemon. And I don't even think that's a big ask.
Okay, so I'm not gonna. I have to be the bad guy again. I'm so
That's a
sorry.
lot.
I hate that I have to be the bad guy today because you guys are the two most pro Pokemon people in the entire world, and obviously
You know how
me,
much
the
that
guy.
Super Bowl commercial cost?
Don't even get me started, Bo. But
Just put that entire budget into the game.
So Bo, I hear a lot of you just being angry about how they're not putting enough money into the games. They're putting more money into the Super Bowl commercial, everything else. And so I want to ask you this question because I know you bought the games. You bought Legend CA. You bought Scarlet and Violet.
I did.
You bought
You
Sword
bought
and
those
Shield.
games. You bought a couple of those for me.
I did buy a couple of them for you. That's the Puckle. That is the Puckle host guarantee. Maybe not for much longer, but
I've purchased Pokopia.
but,
I've purchased any.
But okay,
Don't
so,
talk to me about Pocket.
So my follow up then is if you're gonna if you're going to complain that they're not putting enough money in the games, are we not somewhat supporting their lack of effort by purchasing their games every single time they do it? Like if Pokemon is going to, I'm not going to,
This is
I don't think,
research.
I don't think
we
that
have to do the research to be able to criticize and enjoy thoroughly.
I mean, okay,
Yeah,
I'm not saying
no,
us
we're-
specifically, but like you guys are definitely representing opinions of the fandom, right? Like where it's just like, yeah, we really enjoyed the old games and I like Pokemon, so I bought the new one even though it was a pile of slop. And
Well,
I mean, I did it too. I bought all of them. Like I'm not saying that.
I don't think they're all slop.
Okay,
there are
but
problems.
It's not all
yes,
slop,
but they're not slop.
he is making a point in that we're allowing them to.
Yeah, are you not
to
like
continue to
by
do this
voting with
because
your
we keep-
wallet, right? Like
We're voting with our wallet, and so if we really wanted to make
You're
a
right,
change,
but
we
I
wouldn't
do
spend the
enjoy
money.
them. Like
But
the
I do,
only
you know,
Pokemon
you're
game
right.
besides the Legend ZA DLC, which was a
I'm
mistake,
just
that
yeah,
I
that was
haven't
terrible. That
spent-
was really
I
bad,
haven't
actually.
gotten, like my hours of playtime equivalent to the dollars spent to purchase it has been, I think, Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee.
What a terrible game. We can all
And
forget
not
those
even.
games
It
exist.
was just
Otherwise,
a
I
different
get
game.
my hours like $1 an hour. That's usually my like baseline of is it a good game? Am I gonna get this amount of time for it? And I have every single time.
Quick aside, by the way, just to like really put that knife into Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee just a little bit. When they re-released Fire Red and Leaf Green recently, they called those the definitive versions of Gen 1.
Well, yeah.
Well,
or the
I
definitive Kanto
agree.
games. The definitive Kanto games is what they called them.
Well, and yeah,
It's not even
Let's Go
close.
Pikachu and Eevee were not any
Yeah.
type of definitive games.
No,
But I don't think they were bad. I think they were very pretty. I think
they were very pretty.
gorgeous. And I think they're very relaxing to play.
This is maybe a hot take. I don't believe that Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee would have sold nearly as well as they did if they weren't quote unquote the
only game on
first
Switch.
Pokemon games on Switch.
Yeah.
They were the first Pokemon games on Switch, and so
I-
everybody bought them. And
I don't think it was a Switch thing. I think
It absolutely was.
Pokemon Go thing.
no, it wasn't.
Because
It
this was
was
released
no,
right after Pokemon Go.
no, it wasn't. It
I
was
think-
released
I think
2 years after. It was released
Yeah.
like 3. It was released 2018.
I think it was building still off the Pokemon Go hype.
It didn't convert those people. I don't think.
I
don't-
think they got away with it because of Pokemon Go.
I think they got away with it.
I
but
don't think they
a
would
lot-
have gotten away with it.
No, a lot of people bought it though because it was the first Pokemon game on Switch. I remember that because everybody got so excited about the Switch because Breath of the Wild was really good. Everybody really liked all the games on it. And then they're just like, oh man, Pokemon's finally on a home console. And then we got that. And you can kind of see it in the sales numbers too. Because if you watch the sales data for Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, they like sell 12 million units immediately and then stop selling games. Like almost immediately, which is never the trend for Pokemon games.
Well, yeah, because it's another hash repeat of the same game. With
It's not even
nothing-
that. It was just that it wasn't. I mean, the catch mechanic was just terrible. Like that was the thing that broke
That
it.
was
I think
fun.
for a
I
lot of
didn't
people.
even mind that.
You are not the normal person.
You know what
No,
that gave
no,
us
I'm
though?
not. That's why I want a Pokemon podcast.
I know.
It, it did give us the Pokeball, a Joy-Con
the Pokeball,
thing.
the Pokeball Go Plus or whatever it was. Yeah,
Yeah,
that thing's
whatever,
worth
the
like a lot of
Pokeball.
money now too. Somebody tried to.
Really?
Yeah, I had
Is
a
it
friend.
really?
Yeah. Oh yeah, because you
I
can't
shouldn't
buy
have
them
threw
anymore.
mine so many times.
Oh, I might still have mine.
Yeah,
somewhere.
I only know this because I was talking to Shark literally like 2 days ago about something else in Pokemon Go. And he told me he had like a Pokemon Go Plus Plus. And I was like, oh, I should go buy one. And then I went to look and they stopped making it like 2 years ago. Pretty much they started selling it and then stopped making it almost immediately because nobody wanted one.
Pray.
And so they're like $180 for those now. And then in the search, I also found the Pokeball Go Plus. Yeah, and those are also
the
worth
original one.
no, not the original Pokemon Go Plus, the Pokemon Go Plus Plus. The one that came out for Pokemon Sleep.
Oh, what about the one that
Right.
came out for Heart
Oh,
Gold,
that's
Soul Silver?
expensive now.
Yeah.
Because it flopped, and I was waiting. I was like,
nobody bought
wait
one.
for this to go on clearance.
Yeah, nobody
I
bought
missed
one.
the clearance part.
You missed
Yeah,
the
now
clearance
it's all-
part. It's gone.
Dang,
It's gone.
that's funny.
What about
It
the
is-
little like Pokewalker from like
Oh,
Heart Gold, Soul
Pokewalkers
Silver?
are
Oh,
like are worth a lot too, yeah.
gold.
platinum.
Yeah.
Those,
Pokewalkers are-
No,
worth
those
their
are
weight.
other games.
They're worth their weight
Pokewalkers-
in Benjamins.
They are worth about $75-ish
Benjaminium.
on their own, I think, somewhere in that
Oh,
ballpark. Yeah.
snap, Crackle Pop, Rice Krispies, Batman.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Maybe when
I have a
Pokemon
history
releases
of
Heart
running
Gold, Soul
those over.
Silver, as like a re-release, they'll release that as well.
Okay.
In
I
my
mean,
dreams,
it's
that
not
would
gonna
be
happen.
Amazing. It
I
would
think
probably
the
be
next-
awesome, but that
I
was such
believe
a great accessory.
and maybe we'll end on this note because we're kind of off topic now, but
That's fine.
I believe
Are we still
I,
recording?
yes, we are still recording. I believe Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire will come out on the Switch only because Fire and Leaf Green are still on the top of the eShop chart
Do
right
you think
now.
Emerald will come out with it too, or no?
I hope
Not
so.
immediately, but it will. I think it will.
it'll be delayed.
I don't wanna
That's what they
buy
do with
Rubies.
that's what they would do with Gold, Silver, Crystal. Is
Yeah, but I don't
that'd
want to
be-
buy Ruby or Sapphire. I just want to buy Emerald.
Okay,
They know
well,
that, and that's why they're going to give you Ruby and
That's-
Sapphire first.
exactly.
So you
But
buy
that's why I'm not
those,
gonna buy
and
it.
then they'll give you Emerald.
Okay, that's
I'll
fine.
just wait
You
for Emerald.
you won't, but it'll still top the eShop charts.
You'll have
It's
to watch
fine.
all your friends having fun
Yeah.
playing Ruby
I
and
know, it's gonna
Sapphire.
I'll just go play it on my phone.
That's fine.
That's what I
yeah,
do. Yeah.
you can do that.
That's
That's
what I'm-
fine.
That's what I've been doing since 2016.
Oh, the problem. Oh, that's what I was gonna do with Fire Red Leaf Green. Then I saw they added all the like extra DLC to it, and I'm like, oh, all the events
Yeah.
are there now. No, I have to do this.
I mean, you didn't have to, but that's okay.
Oh, I definitely had to. I didn't do it the first time. I wanted to
yeah.
experience it.
But yeah. All right. Well,
You
we all
and
like
Deoxys.
Pokemon. That's the story, I guess. Is that we all like Pokemon, but for different reasons. But yeah. It was a fun conversation. We'd like to know what keeps you coming back to Pokemon in the mailbag this week. So email us over at puclpodcast@gmail.com. And we're going to go and kick it on over now to our Poke Quiz, where we're going to quiz your co-host on their insane Pokemon knowledge.
Well, hi, and welcome to the Poke Quiz, the part of the show where we quiz our co-hosts on their insane Pokemon knowledge. I'm Mark from the Dunsparce Gang, here to explain the rules. Our fabulous co-hosts will work as a team to answer 5 Pokemon-themed trivia questions that fans have submitted on the Discord server. Each question is worth 1 point, with Pokedex and multiple answer questions worth more, for a total of 7 points. The host can use a free hint at any time. If they get all the answers correct and do not use the hint, they can cash it in for an 8th point.
Welcome to our trivia segment. Thank you for that, Mark. We're going to go ahead and jump right into it. Professor Oak would like to remind you it's time to Poke Quiz. Submit your questions at pucldiscord.com. Nowhere else will I accept those answers, mostly because we have the main man Liger over on Discord actually doing all of the heavy lifting and sorting through them and finding the good ones. Because
Is that a real
sometimes,
link? Could they go to that actual link?
yes, that's a real link. We've had this for years, Claude. I have said this on the
I
show
thought
for
it was
the
like
past 10
discord.com
years.
/puckle, not
No,
pucklediscord.com.
it's always pucldiscord.com. We've owned this for like 6 or 7 years. If you go, there's an invite link. It takes you there.
Huh.
Yeah. Booyah. Yeah. Fun fact.
Never
Okay,
realized
moving
that.
on.
Good for
yeah.
us.
It's good for I did it like 8 years ago. I've said it on the show for 8
Aw.
years. You've
I
been on
said it
those
too.
shows.
That's the thing is,
Uh,
I've also said this. I've hosted
yeah,
before.
I know.
I know this. I'm.
But your first question is a general trivia question, as always, and it comes to you from Bodie.
Oh, this is awesome.
How many individual mainline games can you visit Kanto in? My bad.
In.
I mistyped it.
All right. When we're talking mainline games, are we talking red and blue equals 2, or is that 1?
That equals 2. Yes. Red and blue would be
Okay.
2. Yes.
Are we talking just English?
Probably. I don't know that it
Because
matters.
otherwise you have green. You have red.
No,
blue,
no,
yellow,
okay,
green.
okay. Okay, let me double check to see what they actually put in the answer, and then I'll tell you. Now you're asking for logistical questions
I wanna
that
know
do
where we're
matter. That do matter. They do include not English games. Yes.
Okay.
In this, yes.
So red, blue,
So-
yellow, green, silver, gold, crystal.
Crystal.
You're at
Fire,
red,
7
leaf,
right
green.
there. Wait, no. Red, blue, yellow, green, silver, gold, crystal. All right.
Fire red, leaf green.
Fire, red, leaf, green, heart, gold, soul, silver.
Or gold, soul, silver.
Red 11.
Let's go
Let's
Pikachu.
go,
Let's go
let's go.
Eevee.
13. Pokopia. Is that a mainline game or no?
Or I don't think it's counted as a mainline game, but we don't visit Kanto in any of the Legends games. I'm just gonna hit through the things that we didn't say. So like Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, we
No.
don't. Diamond and Pearl, we don't. Platinum, we don't. Black, White, we don't.
Where is
obviously.
Pokemon Snap based?
That's outside the region. It's
'Kay.
Professor Mir. It's on a certain island or
Got
or
it,
there's-
okay.
Yeah. So we're what at 13 between
Yeah. Unless
7,
mainline games, I think it might
4,
be 13.
2. Yeah. Man, I feel like we go to Kanto and something else. I don't know why. We don't go in Sun and Moon or Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Those characters come
No.
to us. Same with Galar. Same with. Do we go to Kanto? I know Kitty Kami, you go to like Unova or whatever. None of those games you go back to
No.
Kanto, do you? For Isle of
think it's
Armor
13.
or I think we're at 13.
You're at 13.
All
Is
right,
that your final
13.
answer?
Maybe it's our answer.
Yes.
All right. Well, it turns out you guys are correct with 13. 13 is the answer.
All right, I was worried we missed
You listed
something
them
crazy.
all. You listed them all. Gen 1,
Yep,
Gen
I'm glad I'm
2,
not crazy.
Gen 1 remake, Gen 2 remake, the other Gen 1 remake.
Then 2
so-
remake.
Yeah. Moving on, we've got another general trivia question. You guys are 1 for 1. This general trivia question comes to you from Chairman Chargebug.
What a great name.
Yeah, it's a good name.
Love you,
Chairman
sir.
Chargebug would like to
you.
know from you guys. In
Oh,
Sword
no.
and Shield, during the darkest day, the catch rate of one type of Pokeball increases. What is it?
Dusk.
I also was gonna say
That's the
dusk.
only thing that comes to my mind is dusk because the darkest day and it makes everything darker. So that would make the dusk ball better.
Is that your final answer?
And the Beast Ball is only because that's the only new ball that came out, and that's only for Gen 7 and Ultra Beast. So I don't think that would.
Yeah,
work.
I think it's
Yeah,
dusk.
I agree. Wait. What about the Dynamax ball? Is that anything special?
You can't catch a Dynamax. There's no Dynamax ball.
I mean, because when you go to catch a Pokemon that's Dynamaxed or whatever, your thing grows really big, and then you throw
That's
it.
just the ball grows big.
Okay. I didn't remember if that was anything special or
No,
not.
it's not
I
a
did-
separate ball.
I did
is
not
what
play a
I'm
lot of Sword and
stressing.
Shield.
That was not a
Okay.
separate ball.
I would assume it's dusk based off of darkest day.
I also assume dusk. I'm good with that.
Oops, I lost it. There we go. Dusk is correct. You guys are 2 for 2. You're just going. You're going wild. Going wild.
Unstoppable.
This is
Go
great.
Gadget Wilds over here, guys.
Something
You know.
about being able to read the question makes me know the answer more often.
This is the first time I have the screen up for you guys. That is true. All right. This next question is your Pokedex entry,
Oh, gosh.
as always. And this comes from Rock Rough Rider.
Another great fan.
Good
Good
choice.
name.
Good choice.
These guys, you realize like these guys are like standard. They always do the trivia questions. Like they're just like
No.
trivia regulars.
Not
Okay.
even close.
Sorry. I guess your name sucks because you're a trivia regular. Never
No,
mind.
that's not why. I'm just saying this. I didn't
Wow.
realize this was your.
Okay.
Like it sounded like it was your first time. You know.
No, I love your name and I fan over it every time I hear it. Don't listen to
Yeah.
Thatch. It's a great name.
That's just a bad
Good
person.
He's a bad
Uh,
person. He should feel bad.
And you should
Yep.
donate more of his science money.
Donate his science money to science causes. Make Pokemon real, Thatch, with your
Nice. Well,
science money.
To be fair, I don't do that one, but I do donate to other things. Although it has a violent disposition, if you give it a nice ripe fruit that it loves, this Pokemon will suddenly become tame. Who's
oh
that
my
Pokemon?
gosh. What a vivid description.
From Pokemon Pokopia. Although it has a violent
Ah.
disposition, if you give it a nice ripe fruit that it loves, this Pokemon will suddenly become tame.
I don't know why I'm thinking Primate.
Like a odd.
I guess
What are the
both.
others?
Neither of you played Pokopia that in depth.
No.
I guess.
No, I've got like
I just realized
40
that.
Pokemon. 40 Pokemon in that maybe.
I'm like, I remember one Pokemon you give an apple to in the beginning. It's a thing I watched someone do that.
I watched someone do that.
Well, it's a Lepa Berry.
I thought it was an apple. Oh,
Well,
That's a
Leppa
Leppa
is
Leppa berry.
apple.
Same
There's
thing.
no
Oh my
real
God.
fruit in Pokemon.
I know. I'm just being. It's
I don't
past
know.
our bedtime.
I know.
You want to go with Primeape? We can go with Primeape. I don't know why
We're gonna
thinking
get
Scyther
another.
for
We're
some
gonna get
reason.
another Pokedex entry, so we have to go with something, and then they'll read us another one, and then we'll.
Yeah,
we're,
that's fine.
Oh, we're
All right,
smart, or we're dumb.
Primeape. It is.
Primeape. All right. Your next entry is going to come to you from Pokemon X. They fly around on moonless nights and attack careless prey. Nothing can beat them in the dark. You know, that's Primeape, right? Like,
And he's flying.
yeah, it sounds like Primeape to me.
And he's flying back there.
He's flying. He flies around on
No, what
moonless
is
nights.
This.
No one said he's flying. What? No. What?
I like how they say
Um,
moonless nights.
Moonless
Can't
nights,
have
yeah.
a moon.
No,
If it has a moon, no, they're not there.
A
that would be
violent
terrible. What if it got moon
disposition.
blasted, you know?
It can fly
Um,
around. It likes a food that it likes.
Is
Nothing
this like
can
a
beat them.
Murkrow?
What
I
about
don't know that's in
Golbat?
Pokopia.
Golbat?
I can see Golbat.
Nothing can beat them in the dark.
Nothing can beat them in the dark. That is true.
Crobat?
Based on this
maybe?
Pokedex entry. If you get the line, of course,
The-
I always give it to you. So, I mean, unless you want like bonus
The
points.
violent disposition or whatever makes
I
me...
could see that being like the Crobat line. Zubat, Crobat.
That's where I'm at, because I'm thinking, what else flies around on moonless nights and
Honchkrow,
attacks careless
Murkrow.
prey? Moonless nights.
Let's do it. Murkrow.
Let's-
Sorry,
let's-
sorry. Crobat.
Crobat?
Golbat,
Okay.
Zubat.
Yeah.
Crobat,
I
Zubat,
think Golbat.
whatever bat.
The bat line.
I think it's Golbat.
The bat line.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I think. Both of us, what do you...
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with
Great,
you.
let's
I
All
think
right,
Golbat.
give me Crobat on the board. The answer's Noivern.
Whatever.
Noivern.
The other bat Pokemon.
The other bat Pokemon. You're like halfway
That's
there.
I didn't know if
Didn't
that
even
was
know
in
it was in
Pokopia.
Pokopia.
Yeah.
But you thought that Golbat was?
Yes.
Golbat
Yeah.
is in it
This-
too.
Zubat is, I know for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Gen 1.
Well, not all Gen 1 Pokemon
I
are in it,
assumed
but-
Noivern's Pokedex entry would be more about the sound.
Well, that's the echolocation from it being unbeatable at night. All right, you guys are 2 for 3. This is your multi-answer question. There are 6 answers to this question. It's chosen by Claude. When I asked him how many answers he'd like, there are 6 answers. I'm going to give you guys an opportunity for 3 points here. And what that
Yeah.
means is for every 2 answers you give me, you get a point. You get a strike if you do poorly and you give me the wrong answer and you don't lock in the right one. If you guys take too long, I reserve the right to just give you a strike because I feel like it.
Okay.
3 strikes, you're out. Let's go. Here we are. This is from Chairman Chargebug once again. There are 6 abilities that increase the chance of encountering certain types of Pokemon outside of battle. Can you name them?
Illuminate.
1 sec. Let me get my checklist real quick. It has to also be for certain types of Pokemon, by the
Oh, so not just
certain
Pokemon
types,
in general?
not just Pokemon in general.
So,
It does say
like-
certain types of Pokemon.
All right, Magnet
Magnet pull. Yeah.
Magnet
Dang
Pool
it,
is
that's
correct. That is one. Yes.
the Only one I know.
That is for steel types.
Static.
Static is also correct. That is for electric types. That is
Nice.
2. Good job, guys. Yeah. Working on it. You do have the hint, by the way, and you can't cash it in. Just as a heads up.
Hmm.
If you feel like you're not going to get the base
I'm
stat
just trying to
question.
see the types in my mind.
In my mind's eye. I need
Gosh,
to
this
know.
is killing me.
I
love this is such a good question, by the way. Like, I love this question and I wish I knew them.
Because I love abilities that do this. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like, I love stuff that has effects outside
Yeah.
of battle. They're so
Yeah.
fun.
I know.
No, you already said static. I'm a dingus.
I'm trying to remember if I can think of the types that I know this works for, I can get the ability.
That's what I'm trying to do. I feel like grass is really one of them.
I can give you that with the hint. You know, there's a
Gosh.
hint you guys have that you haven't cashed in.
We chose horsepower for our stat, so we should maybe
I know
we
we
should
can do
just-
the hint here. I have no problem.
We can
with
just do the hint and then
All right.
Yeah, let's do
Go
it.
with,
Let's do the
go
hint.
with Driftblim. On the,
The
next one.
types you are missing, the 4 types you are missing,
Gosh.
and I promise you, I am not repeating things or mistaken. Are fire, fire, grass, electric, and water.
There's another electric one.
Yeah,
There's
so is
another
it
electric
lightning,
one.
Is lightning rod?
Lightning rod is the other electric one. Yeah.
Okay.
So you got lightning rod, magnet pool, and static so far.
So water was that? Is there something like the opposite of damp? What's like what Croagunk has? Dry skin. Does
dry
anything
skin.
like that attract
No, I don't
water?
think it's dry skin. I still think it's Illuminate, but I think that's just all Pokemon.
So what are the other types? It's grass,
Grass, fire, and
Fire,
water.
fire, and water. Wow, the
The
starters.
starters. Starter types. Yeah.
All right, let's do this in a realistically good order. Fire.
Flame
There's
body.
like
That sounds maybe
4
right.
types. 4 like fire.
That ability does other stuff outside of battle too, which is wild.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like a
It does
static
more
one
than
where
it does more than one thing. It does more than that outside of battle.
'Cause
I would
like-
assume it's flame body.
That's what I'm thinking because I know it also does the egg thing.
Oh
The
wait,
egg
never
thing, It
mind.
burns, and I think.
Oh
it
wait, I'm
attracts
mistaken.
fire.
I was thinking flame body. I thought this was I thought I read flame body. I did not read flame body. I misled
Well, he
you.
cheated, so we're not gonna lock that in.
Yeah, don't lock that in.
So it does nothing else besides that, then. or-
then
In
there's
battle,
what-
it does
it's-
stuff. In battle, it does stuff.
It's
in
flash,
battle, so make you think it's
what else
flash
is there?
fire.
flash
But-
fire.
It is
or-
flash fire. Yeah. Did you lock that? Oh, I thought you locked that in.
Oh yeah,
That's
we locked
correct.
that
That's
in.
4.
Flash fire.
That's
Yeah.
4. Yeah. There's a grass and a water
grass
type one now.
I want to say grass is something like sap sipper, but
Need an answer.
Flash.
watch it be sap sipper and water absorber, the last 2 that we're missing.
Oh my gosh. Do we have any
Because
strikes?
that would make sense with
You have
lightning
one.
rod.
You have no strikes.
Sap Sipper.
Let's lock sap sipper.
That is unfortunately incorrect. It is not
so it
sap
wasn't that one.
sipper.
Okay, so then my logic was wrong there.
Yeah, I think it's like there's. I know aromatherapy is a move, or sweet scent is also a move. Is there an ability that's like a sweet scent or a thing for grass types? I feel like that's something that I know in my heart. I
Unless
can't
it's
think of
something
it.
absurd like honey gather, but I feel like that's
Or
You're-
like-
yeah, you're right.
I don't know. Maybe you like want to go gather some crops or something. I don't know. Man, that was very heavy-handed. What a terrible
Harvest.
Thatch hint. Harvest is correct.
Harvest.
What a terrible Thatch hint.
harvest. Did
Um,
not.
yeah, that
I
was
would
really
not have
bad.
thought of that. This is a
Um,
wonderful question, by the way. Been charge bug.
I'm a
uh,
corn cob, so
Water.
and then water. I don't know what pulls water like towards something, down something. This ability sees a lot of play in VGC.
spiral drain.
Storm drain. Yeah.
Storm drain. That is correct. That is all 6. You guys got 3 points. You guys are 5 for 6
whack.
now. Lucky ducks.
I would not have gotten storm drain.
I know. I didn't think you would. I read that. And I'm like, you guys aren't getting
I
these.
wasn't even thinking about the what's it
When you guys
called?
are getting, when I was typing it up, I was
fire.
like, you guys aren't getting these. Flash fire does fire types. Harvest does grass types. Lightning rod does electric types. Magnet pool does steel types. Static also does electric types. And storm drain does water types.
I do feel good that we got 4 with the hint.
You
know what
did
I mean?
get
Like,
4. You did get 4.
We got 4 pretty good.
You got
and,
4.
and then the other 2, yeah.
Yeah.
Harvest.
All right. You
What
guys
is
are
harvest?
5. You guys are 5 for 4, and we're on your last
All right.
question, which is your base stat
HP
question.
time.
It is HP as you selected in the pregame show.
Horsepower.
Horsepower.
Oh.
This is
got
from Smeargle19, excluding Arceus.
Ah.
What bug type Pokemon has the highest HP stat?
Buzzwole 107, I believe.
You're correct. It's absolutely
that's a big
Buzzwole with
boy.
107. Scorch makes it as number 2 with 100. Bug type Silvally also makes the
Oh.
top list, which is wild to me. And then Yan Mega as well.
What was the other one I thought of? That after that, I believe it's Volcarona and
It's something like
Slithery.
that. Yeah, I believe
Yeah.
so.
Wow.
Wait. Yeah, there you guys go. Wow.
Way to go,
Look
Clyde.
at
I only
that.
remember this because I memorized this back during Sun and Moon era, and it has not changed.
Wow. You guys
Oh, you
knocked
memorized
those
these
out.
for the show back then?
Yeah.
No,
I know
people
you
used
did.
to.
Let
So
me
we
go
had
ahead
to
and
start. We
memorize
had to
all
start
of them.
doing like really weird ones for a while. Like we were doing
I
really weird
remember
ones,
that
like
now. Yeah.
because we started doing like what Pokemon with the soundproof ability has the highest base attack? And because
I think it's Abomasnow.
because Clod and Sublime both memorized all of the sheets. Like, it was
Now I'm
insane.
curious. Attack with soundproof?
I don't know.
I want to say it's no, it'd be Abomasnow. Right?
I don't know the answer,
I'm
man.
impressed.
You're probably correct. Great question. I don't know.
It could be Exploud. I don't remember which one is higher attack.
I withdraw
Unless I'm
my
missing a
applaud.
soundproof. Come on.
I withdraw my applaud.
Wait, I'm missing someone. Maybe it's Como. Does Como have soundproof?
Okay, let me edit add scores. There we go. You guys got 6 points today, though. You guys got 6, which is really commendable.
That's pretty
Como.
fresh.
I was silly. Wait, let's Buffalo.
I withdraw my applaud, Claude.
Wow, yeah,
You
it's
fraud.
It's
Claude,
Como.
this is not impressive anymore.
I'm sorry. I was trying to remember what was right and what was wrong.
We do have new standings, though. I'm going to read them off now for the show instead of watch Claude flounder.
Abomasnow does have higher attack than Exploud by 1 point, 92 and 91. That's fun.
The current leaderboard has Linian in first place with 32 points, followed by Seth Vilo in second with 28 points. Third place, new third place slot goes to Clod9 with 27 points.
Yeah, look at me.
In fourth, we got Shark Finnegan with 26. In fifth, we've got Yoshiro with 25. We're just like counting down one by one. In sixth, we've got Whimsicott with 24. And then that cliff comes, and we've got our Sigma in seventh with 15. Followed up by Bocefus in eighth with 11. Sublime Manic in ninth with 7. And Mark in 10th with 5. And then Shamu in 11th with 4. Still anybody's game. Whoever gets that gets in the top 4 by the end of November gets to go play in the Tournament of Champions and gets to compete for that wonderful $25 gift card, whatever dollar gift card to I don't know. What are you guys feeling? Lowe's, Home Depot? We got some work to do.
Lowe's over Home Depot.
Got it. Blue. Let's do it. All right, but with that, guys, that has been our Poké Quiz. We are gonna go kick it on over now to our Poké Opinion. Welcome to our Poké Opinion. Our Poké Opinion this week is coming to you from Thatch because he had thoughts about things and we talked about it a little bit, but I wanted to talk more on air and not off air about it. But I mean, this is a weird question to frame it this way, but how do we feel about Junichi Masuda? Like, it's like what's the vibe, you know? How do we feel about him? Junichi Masuda,
like
for
his
everybody...
methods.
The creator of the Masuda method. He's been a member of Game Freak since the very beginning. He did all the music in Pokemon Red and Blue, / Green, whatever country you live in. And he actually became acting director after Satoshi Chidori after Generation 2, and he was the one who actually directed Ruby and Sapphire. He also directed, he directed all the way to X and Y, actually. And then it went to Omori.
I thought he did pretty good. Why? Is there something wrong with him?
No,
News came out that I don't know?
No. Well, to be fair, the fandom is just like angry at everything all the time. And by the fandom, I mean there's just people that in the world because it's such a large fandom. They're like, I don't know. I feel like the fandom has always been kind of polarized by him, and I think this isn't really a Junichi Masuda problem, but rather like a Japanese cultural problem, where a lot of people are scared to like. Well, they're not scared, but the culture of Japan is like, don't fight the people who are more senior than you. And we had that whole conversation about like Pokemon and the games maybe not being up to snuff lately. And I was wondering if that was also a little bit of a part of it, was that they didn't allow for staff changes like that. Because to be fair, like I also really don't like when Omori runs games either. I'm gonna be honest. Like Sun and Moon was really cool and it was fresh because it was like a new and exciting thing. But then I think with Sword and Shield, they tried to do exactly the same thing. But that might also be that maybe Sword and Shield was originally intended to be a 3DS game. I'm not 100% sure. But I don't know. I think Junichi Masuda has a very large legacy, and obviously he's still working with the Pokemon company. But I
have
don't
no
know.
problems with him.
Just in terms of like game design, I do think maybe he got a little bit tired. I don't know. I mean, he did run like Black and White, which I think everybody, including myself, kind of poo-pooed on at the time when it released.
Mm-hmm.
But
I did.
Did you as well, Bo?
Yeah. No, I was like, because I mean, I think we all had the same reaction. It was we're looking at all these new Pokemon, not next to any old Pokemon, and so it's hard to like see
Man.
them as Pokemon.
It just feels like a knockoff Pokemon game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's that's what it felt like. It's like these aren't new Pokemon. This is just this is
new.
Brokemon or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. I felt like I was playing. Oh man,
Yeah.
I just had a random flashback, and I shouldn't even mention it, but there was a random flashback I had when Gen 5 came out, where they did the what is it? PETA came out with like a Pokemon game.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, the
Pokemon
same-
Black and Blue.
Yeah, I remember that. I was like, how ridiculous is this?
So goofy.
Ridiculous. But yeah, I remember that actually. Weird flashback, but yeah. No, he ran that. I thought that game was like fantastic. And I think that Pokemon X and Y was a great game as well. It's still like one of my favorites in the series. It's X and Y. Just so many good
Oh, yeah.
feels. But that's also probably just driven by like Puckle nostalgia, because that's like when we really got things swinging, was Gen 6. And
Favorite gen is Gen 4, then Gen 2, then Gen 6. And it might also be Gen 4, then Gen 6, then Gen 2 for real. But Gen 2 has all my like hardcore nostalgia.
I know,
memories. Like
but
Gen 1 and Gen 2,
well,
But,
that's because you know how to play it the right way, Bo. Okay.
well, and I played it the right way from the beginning, pretty much.
Yeah, you know how to play it. You know how to play it the right way. That's just, we can put that on the bingo card, right?
Sip it
That's
over
the bingo
time.
card. Thatch goes on a rant about how everybody plays Gen 2 wrong because they try to speed run and then nuzlocke it. They're like, when I play the game, how it's not meant to be played, it's hard.
When I chug coffee, I burn my mouth.
Yeah, I know.
You gotta sip it, idiot. You gotta sip it. It's a sip. It's a
It's a sipping
drink.
game.
It's not a
sipping
It's
game.
not a Gatorade that you drank after you run a
It is,
marathon. No, you sip this throughout your morning, and if you do it right, it stays hot the whole time.
But yeah, I don't know.
You like this metaphor for Gen 2? I think it's pretty good.
That's a good Gen 2 metaphor.
Anyway.
It's like a Puckle bingo card thing at this point. I think people are just expecting Thatch to yell about Gen 2. But yeah, they're just all playing it wrong. So yeah, no, I think he did great. I think he did a great job. I think what's his role now? He got a new role recently. He moved on from like Game Freak and works for like TPCI now proper. I think I also think Ruby and Sapphire are fantastic games for like a number of reasons, but he became what? He's like something else now. What did they become? Oh my gosh, it's not easily found. Oh, he is now
I'm
the
pretty sure
chief
he's gonna be
creative
in,
fellow.
Mandalorian and the Grogu.
That movie comes out soon, right?
I know.
He's the chief creative fellow at the Pokemon Company as of 2022. That was a while ago, actually. I don't know what that job means, but that's fine. I don't know. I think I'm more annoyed with Amori though than I am with Monsieur. We also just need whoever was the lead director on Pokemon Heart Gold Soul Silver to just be to come back and design a game. I also found out actually recently. I gotta find his name. I know his name, and I can't. It's not on the top of my head. I know his face actually, but not his name. It was directed by. Oh, maybe not. I'm thinking of a different person entirely. I was thinking of Takao Uno, who is the artist for Heart Gold Soul Silver. My apologies. And not Shigeki Morimoto, who I don't think has actually done like anything since then. But Takao Uno, like he was apparently Game Freak's like first. He was Game Freak's first Pokemon fan that got hired into Game Freak, and he came on for Fire Red Leaf Green, and did all the art for the houses because people thought it was too hard to get out of the houses. But yeah. All right. Well, that's our Poké opinion. If you guys have thoughts, let us know in the email. Let us know. Also, I guess we could talk about it over on the stream as well. So with that, guys, we're going to go ahead and kick it on over now to our mailbag, but it's really not mailbag. It's going to be Pokemon 20 questions. Woo! Welcome to Pokemon 20 questions. We did not have a lot of emails this week, and yeah, so we're going to go ahead with that. I also want to rework this segment anyway, so it includes emails, but also a lot of feedback from the YouTube or our Twitter, anywhere else. So definitely, if you leave us comments anywhere, I'm going to be looking and scrubbing this week. And maybe your comment or whatever will show up on the show. But with that, we're going to start Pokemon 15 questions, not 20 questions, 15. Claude has a rule where he likes to ask questions that are nonsensical and not real. So, Bo, you should probably ask real questions because I don't know that
Or
you
you can
guys
join me in the silliness, and we can just try and
or you
narrow
could
things
fail.
down.
Yeah, or you could fail. Your choice.
Whoa.
I think Claude and I have similar minds. I think if he's narrowing it down, I could probably follow along where he's trying to go
okay,
towards.
okay.
I feel you.
All right.
So,
All right. So
your advice is heard but disregarded.
understood. All right. Claude, we'll let you go
I'll
first.
start things off with a nice good one.
Okay.
All right. If let's say I'm a trick-or-treater on Halloween, and I were to dress up as this Pokemon and go
Oh.
to knock on somebody's houses, for trick-or-treating, would they say, "Oh, what a scary costume you have"?
No. I don't think they say scary.
Okay, I need to grab a pencil, something to write this down.
Not scary. Notes by Claude. Not scary. Okay, Bo.
It's not scary. Is this Pokemon part of an evolutionary line?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Okay.
It is not single
It's
stage.
not scary, and it
Not
might
scary.
evolve or is evolved.
Or has evolved, yeah.
Evo
Or
line.
has.
Okay.
All right, back to you, Claude.
If this Pokemon
There's one
were
question
to,
I wish
if
would
you,
be asked,
if
but it
you
won't
walked
be.
into a cooking class and you saw this Pokemon cooking,
Yeah.
would you be surprised?
Yes. Yes, I would.
Okay.
All right, Bo.
Could this Pokemon stand upright and give me a hug?
Yes. Yes, it could. Yes, it could. I wish I could talk more. Guess I've got more
That
to
makes
say.
me immediately think it's Beware without any other context.
You've done 4 questions. You got
Yeah.
11 left.
Do you think I could beat this Pokemon in an arm wrestling bout?
What would you say Claude's attack stat is? I'm going to say probably not.
Okay.
not. I don't think Claude could. That's 5. Not scary. Can beat Claude in an arm wrestle. Pardon the evolutionary line.
Would be surprised to see cooking.
Would be surprised to see cooking. Yeah.
Can't give you a hug.
Other than its eyes, does this Pokemon have more than 2 circles in its design?
More than 2 circles in its design.
Good question.
Okay, would you do you count anime eyes as like circles? Or I guess he meant like the pupils
I
and
don't.
the iris.
If the eyes are the only 2 circles, I'm saying not count those. Not every Pokemon obviously has circles for eyes, but a lot of them do.
I don't know what I would count as a circle, but I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say yes.
So like if you think of like Plusle has 2 circles for eyes and the 2 cheeks that are also circles.
It's not like that. This is like this is probably more like, you know what? No, I can't say more than yes or no. I'm gonna say I can see 2 circles in its design that aren't its eyes.
Okay, so more than 2 circles.
Well, at least 2 circles, or did you say more than 2 circles?
I said more, but we'll take 2 circles. Two.
I'm gonna say
actually is
2.
Great.
I'm gonna say 2.
Thanks. That's
2,
better than
2
a
that
yes
I
or
can
no
say
answer.
I see in its design. You could disagree with me when you find out you didn't get the Pokemon.
Okay.
6 questions, by the way.
Would this Pokemon be effective at scuba diving
No.
without any?
No.
Okay, it's not a water type.
Even if it had the gear, I don't know that it would work.
Is the real life counterpart that this Pokemon is based off of have fur?
It's hard to say the answer because I'm gonna say yes.
Yes.
I will reframe it as you could see this at a convention.
Okay. Well, that's like a fursuit. Because I've seen those, and sometimes there's Mewtwo, and Mewtwo would not have fur.
Well, no. I would not. I'll tell you it's not Mewtwo. I'll give you that one.
I got it.
I got a free one. Now we're down to 10.
Also, you knew that because it's part of an evolutionary line, but
It mega
There's
evolves.
Mega Mewtwo, idiot.
I didn't count. That's not an evolutionary line.
I
That's
know,
a
I know.
digivolution.
It's got two of them.
A
You can see this
digivolution.
at a all right. It's not scary.
2 circles.
Fur. All right.
It can hug you.
Now it makes me think this is like an evolution all of a sudden,
I'm
It
back on
can
Beware.
hug you.
but it can hug you. So it's bipedal, or has the ability to be bipedal.
8 questions, by the way. You got 7 left.
I don't want to do the boring ones.
I feel like you
Right.
guys got you guys are pretty close though. With like you
I
figured
feel
out.
like I'm having fun. I'm asking
figured
fun
out a lot.
questions.
You figured out a lot.
inspired me, Claude.
I'm trying to think of like other good questions that can narrow things down. Not scary. Would be surprised to see in a cooking class.
But it can still stand up and hug.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm like, if it's not scary, you wouldn't
the
see it in a cooking
circles.
class then.
I don't think it would be doing it. I think it would have trouble.
That takes out your chances.
I think that takes out Beware.
I think Beware's gone.
Really,
And
Beware?
it can beat me in an arm wrestling. So that takes out a lot of the base forms, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since it has fur, you can take away Machop.
There's like a
Stuff
good
like-
number of ones
yeah.
you could take away. This is kind of nuts. Like how much you figured out with these questions. I'm not gonna lie.
I just don't know because we're not getting any closer to what it is. We're getting further away from what it isn't.
Well,
You know what I
and
mean?
it can't scuba dive. Would you think it's actually pretty big?
We need to ask. We need to start asking
oh.
things that it can do and not things that it can't. Because
all right.
we're eliminating things, but you hear what I'm saying though, because we're eliminating a lot.
I do,
but we're not
I
getting
do.
any closer to what it is. We're just getting
The
further away from what it
strategy.
isn't.
Strategy.
So we need to figure out what this thing does and less of what it doesn't. Because I like
need
the
to
questions
try
we're
and
asking.
Narrow it
but
down to a size that I can understand.
I think it's your question.
It is your question.
Am I taller than this Pokemon? I am about 5 feet tall.
I know I've seen you in person several times. This is a good question, and I'm double checking the answer. You are taller than this Pokemon. Surprisingly.
This makes me think that it's like Nidoking, because Nidoking's like 4'11".
Yeah, and I think it would have fur.
But
and I think
Nidoking's
that
not
should have a
scary.
hard time.
So maybe it'd be Nidoqueen.
Oh, maybe Nidoking is scary.
Yeah.
Nidoking is
maybe
scary.
Nidoqueen.
But Nidoqueen, I would not be surprised to see in a cooking class.
Exactly.
Yeah, I would see. I
Okay,
would
okay,
see. I love this. The problem is like everything you say makes sense. That's the worst part. Right? Like
I get to this, I'm like, but I would see it cooking.
Exactly.
this is just a segment to put up as its own video on YouTube, just to watch.
Oh my
three
gosh.
people.
This is where all your shorts come from. It's just
Exactly. It's just this segment. This segment alone.
Oh my gosh. It can
You
give
would
me a
see it at a
hug.
con. Oh, you said what was the last?
What was your last question?
It's taller than it's shorter
I'm
than
taller
you.
than
It's
taller.
shorter than you.
So
Okay.
It's
it's
shorter
under,
than you.
it's
Shorter
under
than-
5 feet.
Yeah.
Shorter than Claude, but it can give me a hug. Cannot scuba dive.
It would not be successful.
Circles.
Yeah. kind of.
Okay.
The circle question was hard to answer.
Oh, it's from the circles.
Is this Pokemon's head / face more than half of its body?
No.
Okay, I was kind of like almost on
No.
the Exploud Loudred train for a second, but okay, so it has a head that is proportionate to its body.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Could you
I feel like we're into
explode at a
later.
con? Could you imagine?
Oh, is that you
Loud
That
train.
reminds me.
con.
I don't know if this is a real deep cut. While I let you guys buy some time, but seeing explode at like a con makes me think of Ernest, the Ernest movies, right? They had the
Yeah.
Ernest, like the Halloween Ernest movie where like they have the trolls. It reminds me of that. Reminds me of that.
That's gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he
I
found
am-
yuck.
Yuck.
What a deep cut. Has anybody else actually seen these movies ever?
I watched it on because it was on TV.
Do you think you would
home
see
from school.
Nuzleaf in a cooking class?
Yes.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was there.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Okay. Great.
But not Shiftry.
No,
Shiftry, I'd
Shiftry's
be
scary.
surprised. And Shiftry is scary, you're right.
It's meant to be.
I'm like slowly having to go through the decks to try and figure out where this is.
The combination of give me a hug and not seeing a cooking class is like that's narrow. and not scary.
And not scary.
Give me a hug, not scary, but not seeing a cooking class, like that's
It's smaller than me.
I
and
feel
would
like
beat me
we
in-
should have it from that. Like
we
those
should.
3 questions, we should have it. What even are Pokemon?
I need a
like-
question here, guys. I need a question.
I'm trying. I have to narrow it down. I'm having
There's
trouble
so many
narrowing
You
it
can't
easy-
scuba dive, so it takes out like
All waters.
Prinplup and Brion and like all these like
You
mid
guys are killing me.
stages.
You guys are killing me.
I'm
Okay,
sorry,
okay.
Claude is
I
actually
need
the
to think
best
of what
question
it
answer
could be,
I've
and
ever
then
been.
like asked against it is the problem. Do you have any ideas of what this could be at the moment?
No.
Neither do I, and that's the problem.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe
Just ask
maybe
another
like
crazy
a
question.
chestnut. I think might fit the bill.
But it's too tall.
Oh, true. Dang,
It
yeah,
is.
the height thing's gonna get me now.
Yeah, the problem is I'm surprised by this height thing. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, man, I wish I could say more because like there so many of the questions you asked, I had like so much follow up because like things exist for me to get better into.
Okay. All right. Let me just start narrowing it down. If you were to if you were taking a Smeargle paint class and this Pokemon was the live model, would it be a boring class or would it be an exciting class?
If it were the live model, what Pokemon wouldn't be? I don't understand that
Like,
question.
is it all one color? Is it multicolored?
Oh, I mean, it has more than one color, but it probably wouldn't
Most
be that
Pokemon
hard.
have more than one color.
It wouldn't be that hard to paint. I think
It wouldn't be hard
Color-wise.
to paint.
yeah, I don't think it'd be that hard to paint color wise for sure.
Okay. We can say like like a
I thought you were like
elementary school
I thought you were
kid
like
could paint this Pokemon.
I it's in between, like it's maybe just like a step above the elementary school kid.
So middle school.
Yeah, we'll say middle school.
A middle schooler could paint this Pokemon.
I'm supposed to do yes or no questions, but I mean I have to answer
Would-
these because you guys are gonna
would-
take forever anyway.
If I was watching 2007 YouTube, would this Pokemon conceivably be a character that could be in one of these early YouTube skits of like, I'm talking Charlie Unicorn Salad Fingers, maybe Lava's like one of those. Could you see this Pokemon being one of these?
I think it could be for a number of reasons. Yes.
I'm thinking it's Hypno.
Oh
Hypno.
no! Oh no! That would be a scary Pokemon though.
No, wait, what? Now if I walked up to a door, somebody's door, they don't know about Hypno.
Okay, okay.
It's just a weird, scary dude. He could be at a con. I wouldn't see him in a cooking class.
Okay.
Okay, well, I don't think it's Hypno because from Thatch's.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
know.
Hypno. It's not Hypno.
But gosh dang it,
Also, how tall is
Gengar's
Hypno?
too tall. I'm cheating. I'm using a Pokedex now.
How tall is Hypno?
I just
Do you
want to know the heights, and I can figure it out from there.
How tall is Hypno?
Marowak, I could see in a cooking class. though,
Hypno
but,
is
like,
taller than Claude.
Yeah.
Get out of my mouth. What?
Yeah. Claude is surprisingly getting beat up by a lot of Pokemon. Like a lot of Pokemon are
Hey,
taking Claude
hey,
lunch
just-
money.
The little guy, just because he's a smaller guy doesn't mean he's gonna lose every time. Like, look at Pikachu. Pikachu's up, what, 1.5 feet? Not even. And He's the champion of the world. Sizes. Don't talk to me about beat up.
I don't think
Although
Pikachu's
I'll-
taking Claude's lunch money.
Although
I
I'm
can see
I'm a
it.
foot taller than Hypno. I'm
Okay,
gonna
okay.
stomp his stupid Hypno.
Like, part of me wants
Kidnap
to
my
think it's
children.
Breloom.
Okay. Shorter could give a hug.
Well,
not
you guys have
scary.
three
Cooking.
questions.
I
You
can
guys
see
have
him
three
cooking.
questions. You got
We
three
should
questions.
use up our questions. Yeah.
Yeah, you have three questions.
I know. I'm just trying to think of.
I'm just watching. I mean, this strategy is finally failing. I'm unsurprised, but
Can I ask a question, Claude? It might be your turn.
Oh, it's
it
my
is Claude's turn.
Yep. Okay, I got to think of how I can turn this around.
You can ask like anything about its types or.
I did the height. This is
What?
weight.
What are
Probably.
those?
Um. If that same millennial group that that you did the research paper on,
Oh, that's a good question.
if
I did
they
the
saw
research
this
paper on it.
Pokemon, would they know it's a Pokemon?
Well, so if you're just asking if it's a Gen 1 Pokemon, the answer is no.
No, that's not what I'm asking.
Oh,
No. He's asking
Oh.
Gens 1 through 3.
I was only probably 4.
oh, also probably 4. Then yeah, they would know who it is. They would know. 2007 YouTube. 2000 YouTube.
Yeah,
Yeah, if they were around for
YouTube.
2007 YouTube, would they know this Pokemon? The answer is yes.
Okay. The answer is yes?
Yeah.
Okay, so Gens 1 through 4?
I
Sure,
think it's
sure,
Gives us a
Bo.
hug? Can give
It
us a
could
hug?
give you a hug. Yeah. I would be surprised to see it in a cooking class.
Okay.
that's what's throwing me off right now.
Shorter than Claude, not scary.
But like that's like an opinion based thing, I think, for Thatch at this point. But I do need a question though.
But
Dead
I
air
tr-
does not make good audio. I'm gonna be honest with you guys.
We have 2 questions left.
You have 2 questions,
yours
and I
or
don't think
mine?
you're getting it. It is yours, Bo. It is yours.
Oh, it's mine?
I shouldn't
Could
be
I-
allowing you guys
could I
3
play-
minutes per question. So
Could I play catch with this Pokemon?
you probably could, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, back to you, Claude. Last question. You gotta ask me what Pokemon this is.
All right. Bo, what do you think it is?
I feel like you guys are gonna disagree with me on a lot of these things, but
So
That's so
Here is
hard.
where I'm at. My
I'm gonna
mind
need an
goes to
answer in more
Carnivine.
than 3 minutes, in shorter than 3 minutes.
So,
Carnivine's
well,
too
this is-
tall.
I'm explaining my logic at least to make it the
Carnivine's
is
too
interesting. What I
tall.
think. My mind goes to Carnivine as an option. Something about Carnivine is screaming out to me. Because you could play catch with it. I guess it is it scary? Not
It'd
scary.
be scary. But what about Cacturn?
Does Cacturn have the things on its head? Is Cacturn taller than me?
It's
No, it's
not
not.
taller than you. What things on its
Cacturn's
head?
scary though, isn't it?
Not that scary. I guess.
I need a question here, Claude.
Oh gosh. All right.
Just go for it. And then he'll
Is
tell
this
us what to.
Pokemon. It's either that or is this Pokemon Cacturn?
No, this Pokemon is Lucario. It is Lucario.
Surprised to see in a cooking class.
He's got spikes
Get
on the
him outta
back
here.
of his hand.
Spikes are used for all
not
kinds
watch
of
the anime?
cooking. Have you
Lucario
ever
helps
been in a
him cook all the
kitchen?
time.
What are you?
Lucario helped Ash cook. Lucario helped.
Why would
Roy
I have
cook.
watched the Gen 4 anime?
I've
Who
seen
watched the
Lucario in an
No, it
apron.
wasn't Gen 4 anime. It was the last one before he won. That's when he got Lucario.
Oh my gosh. This man's never taken a cooking class in his life.
I have not, because I just know how to cook.
Wait,
No,
circles?
it's because he got married early on.
What circles are you talking about?
On his arms, like where his arms are.
Where is there one circle on Lucario?
His arm thing, his like shoulder things. Like it looks like
You
a
talking
circle.
about his spikes?
No.
I'm trying
on
to
his
pull
own-
up Lucario right now. I'm just very angry because I could
I know,
definitely see
you're
you in a
very
cooking class. You're so stupid. You're actually like a moron. Somebody come and take this man's doctorate. Like he does
There's
not
no
deserve it.
circle on
So,
Lucario.
so stupid.
What circles are you talking about? There's
on
no
his
circles.
shoulders. Shoulders, the black part on his shoulders. They look like circles. You guys ask stupid questions. You're gonna get
gosh.
stupid answers. Okay.
There's not even close. The hole his arm comes out of is the circle. You're
It's a
telling me?
circle. It's circle shaped.
Get out of here.
If you gave
There's
him
not
scuba
a
gear, he could
circle
scuba
in his
dive.
design.
That's
He's completely
obvious.
angular. Oh my god.
No, the scuba suit wouldn't work. The spikes would go through the
That's-
scuba suit.
If Lucario's a circle, you're a circle. Lucario, I'm also with him on scuba diving. You're wrong. You're bad at this.
Yes.
We need a do-over.
I would not be surprised to see him in a cooking class. That's the thing.
That's the biggest thing because we were on that, and he's like, yeah.
I'd be surprised to see him there.
They had the. I would be. You asked me if I would be surprised.
He has a baby form. Like,
I would be surprised.
Who's cooking? Who's cooking for the baby?
Well, I assume Pokemon just like hunt and eat raw meat, typically.
You think
You think Lucario's eating
think-
raw meat?
Probably.
Lucario stands on two legs,
It
has
does.
a job,
He doesn't have a
drives to work, as a supervisor.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
I'm glad you guys enjoyed this
Comes home to
segment.
his wife afterwards.
But I think
Yelled
it's
at.
time. I think it's time we end the show.
Two kids. And the one night a week that he gets to himself is a cooking class, and you don't even acknowledge him.
I think if you would like to let me know how good of a job I did answering these questions this week, you can let us know at
Terrible.
puclpodcast@gmail.com.
I want another point in the regular trivia because of how bad you did on this.
Ask stupid questions, get stupid answers. Like that's all I'm saying. But you can also catch up with us throughout the week. Most importantly, by hanging out with us over our Discord at pucldiscord.com, a domain we've owned since 2018. You can also find us over on our social media at Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Blue Sky. You can also catch up with us on weekly streams over at Twitch and YouTube at twitch.tv/thepuclpodcast and youtube.com/puclpodcast. Where we will talk about the topics, and you can tell me how great of a job I've done answering these questions today about Lucario. And finally, if you want to help support the show, you can go over to our Patreon at patreon.com/puclpodcast. With that, guys, I have been Trainer Thatch.
I've been Clod9.
Hooves. I've been Bocefus.
Here in the Lavender Town Radio Tower. It's closing time.